So you guys, there we go. So that's news, and then this is obviously FX replay. Cool. We'll start right now. We'll be get right into it. So this is Monday. We have PMI news. Now PMI is ISM manufacturing PMI. With these type of news, I haven't said this before, but when it comes to these type of news, is you need to watch the macro instead of waiting for 10 a.m. So job openings is the one you want to wait for 10 a.m. most of the time, but PMI ISM, it's okay if you can see a start before macro and to come out after the macro, well, after 10 a.m. Sorry, so it's okay to take a trade before 10 a.m. after macro. That's what I meant. Yeah. So 4 hour, we're in this range, which is not that deep. We look bearish. No news before 10 a.m. or macro. So at this point, we go straight and dive head deep into the session. Let me just actually go towards the session because right now it's Sunday. Let me skip through one sec. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be very, very sophisticated. So we opened, we did that madness. Okay. That's 9. I'm just gonna go to 15, 15:30. Well, market opens there. Right. We'll go back on the 1 hour, the high time frame price, then go to the low time frame price. We're not listening about here, yeah. We're gonna actually lock in. So we left this massive. So at this point, we dumped already so many points. Like this was like 300 points at least. Yeah, so 330 points. We've dumped. We've tapped the gap on both pairs. That's pretty nice to see. We're down to the 15 minute. We are accumulating. I can expect a rebalance because we have an SMT here would basically market like when market actually opened properly, not 9:30. So bias is a bit iffy. We've obviously tanked down a lot, but I won't be surprised if we rebalance higher. So let's head to market open and watch because we have 10 a.m. news. Bear in mind, so if we see a setup before 10 a.m. news, I will take it. So let's head into setup. So obviously the first 10 minutes you're not trading. So let's wait for that and then bang. Okay, so that's now 38, 39, 40. So at this point it's 40. So what have we done? Right, I'm gonna take the slow. We've displaced through these highs on both pairs. Right, what have we done? We've accumulated ranged higher. We have this massive gap to fill. Now I expect at least CE of this gap, like at least CE. So I'm not scared of being bullish right now. We have massive CE left. That's how the gaps work, correct? So we have that, and we have ES as well, relative equal highs. We've just taken out. But let's see if we truly are bearish, if we hold this BISI or not. Yeah, so let's wait. BISI still holding partially. So now at this point it is 41. So we have our BISI there. We have the 50% of that massive new day opening gap we still have to fill. We are continuing higher, we're just working lower. And we have also taken out these highs and we're not showing any bearish structure yet. So at this point we remain bullish until we see something else. Still bullish. 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, we now have come down lower. We've now come down lower. 15 minute has now closed and we look like this on both pairs, a tail soup on ES and NQ. Now this is true. If this is true, we will now go lower onto the 1 minute and see if we remain with this SIBI and go lower. So I'm going to go to the 10 second and watch what price does. Let's watch. We have a SIBI there, so I'm going to mark the SIBI out. Yeah, I'm going to mark the SIBI out. I'm sure you guys will probably do exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, we have the SIBI out, we have the slow and ES, and there's nothing else to really work with right now, so let's just see if we're truly continuating lower or continuation lower or higher. Okay, now at this point, right, you don't want to foam and enter right now. Let price rebalance. There's always, right now, if we are truly bearish, this is the first leg. And whenever you see price moving towards one direction, that's the correct move. There's a first leg, rebalance, second leg, rebalance, third leg. Like it kind of goes like that. I don't know if you guys realize, but that's what price does, right? First leg, rebalance, second leg, rebalance, third leg. But that's pattern trading. You don't want to do that. But you expect to rebalance. So let's let price move. And if this rebalance is true, it will hold. So now the 5 minute is like that, 15 is like that, hourly is like this. Now the hourly still looks very bullish, right? We can close like this, but then still continue higher. And this 1 minute CIBI is all we need to know if that's true or not. We've come taking out this low here, which is nice. So that's the total sweep. It's technically an internal low. And let's see if this internal low sweep holds. So far we are doing that. We have not displaced lower. Now we look pretty bearish. 5 minutes opened. Let's see if we continue lower or go higher. I'm expecting a rebalance unless we can close very bearish right, and that means this total sweep is invalid and we're wicking higher to then close lower. So 10, 20, 10. Okay, this is scary, right? We was about to consider sells, but look at the way candle close. This could be a final leg of manipulation to go higher. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So this turtle soup was kind of valid, but I'm gonna get rid of it because we can a little bit more. So this is more of the turtle soup right here. This is the first day of the month on Monday. So now I want to see if this Cibi holds. Right now our eyes are on the Cibi, nothing else but the Cibi. It's the only thing that we can truly work on right now. There's nothing else here other than us taking out these highs and coming lower for us to go lower or higher. We need the Cibi to be respected or inversed. As simple as that. I'll prefer an inverse because my bias is kind of bullish, targeting the 50% of that massive draw, the gap. But if we are bearish, I'll just trade and target the slow here and I won't complicate my life. So let's see what price does. Okay, we now tap the Cibi. We have now formed an SMT with that Cibi as well with this wick here. Now these sometimes work depending on market conditions. So I want to see how this candle closes. I'm going to go on a 5 second. This could be the true manipulation, but if I do enter shorts, I am willing to just have my stop here and then trail after depending on how price moves. But so far we look more bearish than bullish. I want to see how this candle closes though. Okay, that's strong displacement right there. Now at this point there's 30 seconds left. You could have entered displacement, but I think why is it doing that? Am I right clicking? Okay, no. Kind of missed the move already. So I'm gonna look for candle close. Now you could consider shorts here, right? The reason why I'm going to consider shorts here, can try stops there for now, is because we had our Cibi and we had our manipulation wick, right? We could target these relative equal lows. We have a negative RR right now, but I'm expecting displacement, right? The 5 minute has rebalanced very nice on ES and on NQ as well. We have rebalanced very nicely on NQ as well. We have a minute 50 left till this candle closes. So let's just target. Obviously, you want to target 30 points, but I want to be like somewhat like clearly the slow is a target, right? This is clearly the target. So we do have a negative risk to reward right now, but I am willing to throw my stop loss. I'm going to enter on 1 just because it's Monday. I have not waited for candle close just yet, but we haven't taken out anything for me to consider it. And ES looks very bearish. So I'm willing to do this and we'll see what price does. Okay. Now my eyes on this low here. I'm going to draw this low out. Because these are relative equal lows, but that's been taken out. That's my draw right now. ES has now taken out. No, we formed equal lows on ES. That's a great sign. Equal lows on ES. We now about to flood. Let price rebalance. Let price rebalance. Okay. Now we're chilling here. What have we done? You have formed. We sweeped here and we're in the Cibi now. So we may flip bullish. We may flip bullish. Yeah, we may flip bullish. I think we're gonna get stopped out here. Yeah, they're stopped out. Okay, we got stopped out there. So what price done is we just took out this low and then showed no form of bearish signals. So that's fine. Oh, we just got manipulated as well. And that was 10 a.m. news. So we should have gotten out, but it's cool. The sell eventually held. So this at this point, 10 a.m. news did hold. I actually forgot about that. We had our true manipulation here and then 10 a.m. news dropped. So 10 a.m. news, it was there. I realized I forgot about 10 a.m. news. So yeah, I thought I found an entry before. So entry valid entry was just offset displacement, but I was still kind of bullish. And those lows got taken out. So that's a fine on a Monday. We can take a first loss on a Monday, not a problem. Not a problem. So yeah, this trade here, 10 a.m. news opened up there, and we just manipulated one more time. So the true stop loss was here or above here, but that's way too big. And then price came lower. So we had one more leg of manipulation. So the true entry was either here or up here. So where I entered was a bit too late. That's fine. I'm gonna learn from that and go to the next day and realize if I missed the entry, I'm gonna wait for proper rebalance. All right, it's the first day of the month, not a problem. All right, day 2, well, Tuesday, we have Trump speaking at 10 p.m. That's a different time. That's like way after market close. Okay, so we go back on the 4 hour and we draw our bias again, and we go from there. Yeah, nothing to complicate too much. We have this thing that we tapped. I keep forgetting what it's called. New day opening gap. We've kind of refilled all of it. We have this SMT here. So I'm expecting this SMT to hold if this 4 hour BISI holds, which you are so far. But we have a 1 hour, nothing much to work with. There's the high time frame is a bit choppy, but I'm just going to go on 1 minute and let price tell me what it wants to do instead of overcomplicating it. So let's go for market open. Okay, and that is price displacing higher. So when market opens and displaces to one side, that's either manipulation for price to reverse or continuation to go higher. These are the days where you're kind of happy, right? The days we move the most from market open. Just because it may seem like you're missing the move, but it's technically just printing out what you want to do, right? It's printing out for you. So now there's 1 hour BISI, I think it was 4 hour BISI, sorry. Holding inverse in this 4 hour CB as well, and this 1 hour CB got inverse as well. So that's very nice to see. So now we have swept above these highs here, and we have no SMT just yet, other than these little, actually no, we have SMT there, but I'm expecting this SMT not to hold. We have so many relative equal highs here. The SMT will hold for a rebalance, but I'm expecting price to go higher. That's what I want to see. So I want to see price come lower now. There we go. So we have this 1 hour, 1 minute BISI here, 40. It's a bit too early, but it does align with the 5 minute PXH. If I see some displacement, then I may enter. So I'm gonna wait. Okay, there's a manipulation leg within that, so we could have an early entry today after sweeping out these lows as well. This looks very, very bullish. 5 minute rebalance as well. This could be a very, very early entry. I can see this playing out. It is kind of pre-macro though, so I'm just going to draw out for now and see what price does, but this is probably valid. It's 42. Now, at this point, right, it is 42, but we've had our BISI, we've had our leg in, we've manipulated within the BISI and candle close there, right? And also ES to cut these lows as well. So I'm not afraid to enter. Generally, I'm not afraid. I'm expecting strong displacement. I understand it's 43, but that's valid. You can enter at 43 if you want. Not a problem. I mean, you can target this high, or we can just target this BISI, but I'm just going to wait to see what price does. But this looks pretty clean. So yeah, 5 minute rebound. Look at the 5 minute. Nice, valid PXH. We're closing above there. We have 2 minutes left. I'm expecting this to be manipulation. We have our stops below there. I'm gonna go for it and see what price does because that looks pretty nice. Even though it's a few minutes before macro, I'm willing to take this. This is the only day I'll do that because the setup is right there. And let's see what price does. This looks pretty good. Look at ES as well. We rebalance lower. We're clearly drawing above these highs. Clearly. So let's see what price does. Okay. No SMT just yet at all. That's fine. We have no SMT. We formed equal high. That's wise. Okay. Okay. So pre-macro drawdown. That's fine. You can see price coming lower now, actually. Maybe manipulate this wick and go higher. Or not. Let's just see how kind of close. So you will deal with stuff like this if it's pre-macro, makes sense. Okay. We're just wicking. Let's see some displacement now. Okay, there's displacement. So pre-macro, I guess I did get punished a little bit, but my stop was correct. So if you obviously you're gonna wait for macro. So macro opens here. You wait to see if price sweeps are slow. And if it doesn't do that, and if displace is high, you enter off displacement up here. And you have your stops below here, which is fine. So now I'm looking at when ES takes out these highs and I'll close from there. Right now we're up. How many points were up? Not too much, right? Yeah, only 27. The next draw in liquidity is that high that I marked out. So I can see that high getting taken out. That's very, very strong. Wow. Still not taking out ES as well. We formed equal highs. That's a very, very strong wick. I'm not scared just yet. I'm just going to see what price does. Really and truly. Okay. We're holding. Okay, there's displacement. Don't let these type of candles scare you, by the way. When price comes out and closes there, don't let that candle scare you. Because there's no true reason why we're bearish right now. We're just generating liquidity for the final move. Now, yes, it's taken those highs out, but the way NQ just came low and now we're going higher again makes me feel like we're going to go even higher. Okay. How many points is this? 35. So you could close now if you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trail my stop after this candle close. Yeah, I'm gonna try. That's very bullish right now. So I'm gonna try my stop here. Now basically risk free, and I want to see this high get taken out. That's what I want to see. So I'm gonna add a TP. I just think it's 200 because I think that's too low. Not 2000, sure. Yeah, yeah, cool. Put that high, and I'm gonna go back on ES. We've displaced through those highs very nicely, clearly targeting this high, which that's what our target is. So, okay. Now at this point, I want to make some money, right? That's my troll, and that's also 30 points. So that's 30 points. So now you've completely validated your 30 points. Look at the way I validated that, right? Yes, we took 5 points here. You could have closed here when price did that. but I want to target liquidity. I want to actually target what price wants to do, right? This place passes to be very nicely. Clearly, that's the draw. It needs to go a bit higher because that's the wick. There you go. So what I've done so far? Yes, the pre-macro entry was a bit iffy, but we dealt with it, right? We still respected this idea. This is manipulation. We didn't come lower, taking out this low, and then we displaced higher. Now, if you wanted to wait for macro, obviously you should do that. Wait for price to show you. Okay, macro opens here. Do we come lower, take out this low for more manipulation? No. Just because we didn't get another form of manipulation doesn't mean we're still not bullish, right? So don't marry the bias of price thinking, yes, we're going to take out this low and then go higher. We just respected this area again. Also the 5-minute PXH here, which is very perfectly aligned. And once we start seeing displacement like that, you can just enter there. Or this 1 minute basically respect here, stops below there, and then you target what you want to target. So yeah. So my 30 points is there, by the way. So I've triggered my 30 points. Look at that rebalance. If my 30 points hit it, okay, there we go, bang, TP. Yeah. So the first trade was stupid, the Monday trade. They'll 10 AM news I should have waited. Second day, that's banged, right? So we've now made back our money. And also my stop on the first day was like 40 points. That's how we lost more. Yeah. Bang bang. Any questions? Why external, not internal liquidity? Because there's nothing more internal anymore. I'll actually, oh, my screen recording is bugging sometimes. So there was no more internal liquidity. I mean, you could count these as internal. Matter of fact, it's not internal either. This just, price is going to go higher, by the way. Let's just see if it does go higher, but I can see it going higher. Let me go in 1 minute. I can see price going higher because that's like that's not liquidity. That's like, I mean, it kind of is, to be honest. It kind of is. It is liquidity. What am I talking about? Price goes higher. The reason why price goes higher because the true draw is just up here. Like, that's a true draw. We inverse this, right? We're clearly going to go higher. The price will go higher, but that's our target. We smacked right there. Took the same, but only 30 points as my stop invalid since you had it on the rebalance pick. I had it here. No, your stop's valid. To be honest, yeah, that's valid. To be honest, that's valid. But to be sure, try to put on the wicks just after the main wick where I put mine. But then again, your R will be kind of poor. But your PXH would help. So once you saw displacement, your stop was valid. To be honest, yeah, it's valid. It's valid. It's valid. Yeah, that's that done. Very nice and easy continuation there. What did I say about in the beginning when I mentioned about how when market opens and price just displaces to one side? Don't FOMO and think, yeah, we're gonna miss an entry now because we pumped 100 points already. Take it as a good thing to tell you that price wants to go so much. It's a high probability day. I mean, because we moved this much just before the macro, meaning we're going to move as much after and during the macro to make it a specific continuation day. The only way you get stopped out is how I ended, which was stupid. But make sure you wait for macro. But other than that, that's my point. So whenever you see market open and just completely push to one side, unless we've already taken out and draw liquidity, we can expect reversals. Don't consider reversals just yet. Wait for the algo sigs and also expect price to continue that way more. Unless it's them bearish candles when we move crazy like that and then we start chopping during macro. That's different. Like 5 different candles. This is like slowly going higher and moving properly. But then there's some days when market just opens and just does that. Like 200-point move before 9:45, and that's where you just have to wait and chill because that's too many points moving. This is not, this is average. This is what you want to see. 100-point move before macro open is very good. That's a perfect move. So when we move a lot before macro open, but not too much, expect it to hold. Expect that same volatility. Yeah. And don't consider reversals until you see price hit a draw and go lower, or expect price to obviously show that algo sig within here. Maybe inverse to the CB, then you could consider shorts if you took out a draw with this wick. Yeah. That's that. So yeah, so whenever you see market open that shows you that it wants to move, let it move and don't FOMO and think to yourself, oh, we just missed a move now, right? So yeah, that's the BISI respect. Now we're back in this BISI again. We moved this much during yesterday, which is nice. We're tapping in this CB now, but other than that, nothing much to work with. I'm gonna go on Forex Factory. So Wednesday we have ISM PM. Like again, is that the same news? I think that's the same news. Okay, it is basically the same thing. One's manufacturing PMI, one's the actual PMI. Okay, so maybe the actual PMI is going to be more stronger than the manufacturing one. So I'm going to consider waiting unless we see a setup before. But whenever you're in a setup before, you want to get out before. So right now, from seeing how we're accumulating, like we're just choppy like this, you're expecting Tenium to move crazy unless market opens mad and shows us volatility. So far, we're just kind of, okay, we came lower, but not the space above this high PXH. So if we are going higher, what's the draw? These relative equal highs look nice. For our busy holding, for our CB, we're disrespected here as well. Same idea on ES, no for our CB to disrespect kind of here already. We're clearly going for these draws, so we are going higher again. And we just let price, continue higher. There's no more manipulation here, we're just going higher. That's nice to see. In the 1 hour as well, we've kind of like just rebalanced lower, going higher, which looks pretty good. We then have this PXH that price is now respecting very nicely here. We could wait for more rebalance candle and then go higher. But so far, so good. Yeah. So we are now verified that we are bullish for now. But those draws are pretty high up. So let's just wait for price to move. And bear in mind, we have 10 a.m. news. So 39.40. So we just watched this BISI, right? Let's see if this BISI holds. This BISI right here. So now it's 40. Let's watch if this BISI holds. Okay, BISI's holding. Now it's 41. Okay, now BISI's not holding. Now BISI's holding. So this is why pre-macro, just want to wait. So let's go to 44. So pre-macro right now, just 5 minutes before. Oh, look, BISI, let's enter. BISI, let's enter. You're getting stopped out because this is crazy manipulation. Or just price just moving crazy. The 5 minute looks really clean, by the way. The 5 minute looks very nice because we've basically had the same idea of PXH go higher. So if this BISI is true, I want to see some displacement higher right now. By right now, I mean this next candle. Okay, we've opened, we're already showing some form of displacement. That, right? So this candle's nice. The 15 minute has left a gap, so we could refill that now. So I want to see some displacement above this high. So look, this BISI is true and low, so as soon as macro opens, we just displace higher. And notice we never did that here. We did it right here. Time is so important. So yeah, yesterday's trade was kind of premature, but it's cool. We still hit TP. Okay, so we've come up. We've now just shown that price wants to go higher. Don't want to enter just yet. Show me a reason why price doesn't want to manipulate again and go higher. Tell me what I want market to tell me we are going higher now and I'm not coming lower again. And by that we wait for displacement, right? That's what I want right now. I want market to tell me this BISI is going to hold, this is not going to get taken out, and we are now going to go higher. That's what I want to see. Let price accumulate. Nothing true just yet. You're not taking out that high. We formed an SMT. We have formed an SMT, but is this SMT holding? Wait for candle close. Okay, so at this point we have formed an SMT and price is displacing lower. But 5 minute and 15 look very bullish, so I'm willing to wait. Okay, now 50 now. At this point, right, we haven't got any entries for longs and we are displacing lower. And we have formed an SMT. So at this point, we have 5 minutes left till news. We have 5 individual candles. The likelihood of us entering now before is very high and we'll get stopped out, right? Right, we're not displacing higher, we're just accumulating. We have respected this SMT again, so at this point, okay, we now displace lower. 51, we are displacing lower. This is clearly the draw. This SMT is still holding. I go back to the 15 minute. What did I say about the 15 minute? I wanted 15 minute to rebalance within this BISI. Yes, the 5 minute PXH did not hold, which is it kind of did hold here, but we could flip bias now if we form a SIBI now and see if we hold after just an SMT right there. So there is a tiny SIBI. That's not enough for me personally. Okay, right now we are just chopping, like this is just a range. Don't get fooled with an SMT and we're going to go low. We're not truly bearish right now. We're not on the high time frame. Now this looks nice for shorts. This does look nice for shorts if you want to consider entering shorts now. But me personally, I'm going to consider waiting for 10 a.m. instead. Because now we have 7 candles left till 10 a.m. And let me see at least until 55. So yeah, now we're going to lower. For shorts now looks pretty nice. Like that. And then you could just put a stop there. But it is kind of premature. So we're waiting. We're just waiting right now. At this point, you're asking yourself, we are ranging, we did form an SMT, we have come lower. But I think we may have tapped like equilibrium of this little range we formed since market open. So let me draw this out. This is kind of source right here. We have displaced above equilibrium. I mean, sorry, below. So we could retrace lower now. So I'm going to see this next candle close. Kind of like a rebalance within this PXL, right? That's what we're seeing right now. If next candle is truly bearish. 1 second, so watching as if price is actually right now moving. Alright, so we're watching. We like what we're seeing right now if we're truly bearish, right? A little rebalance again, so we can get a nice entry. And we want to see a candle flip back down again. Alright, so we are kind of getting that. There's 28 seconds left. 2019, 18, 17. Bang. So we kind of got the rebalance here as well. It's currently 55. The 5 minute looks like a nice rebalance, but there are 4 minutes left till this candle closes. So what are the likelihoods we come higher again and come lower? But it looks pretty nice for bearish. Does look pretty nice for bearish. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close at least. We still have 10 seconds. Okay, so far not for nothing. We have formed equal lows on ES now. These 20-minute equal lows. Okay, let's see what price does. So we're now just slowly coming higher. So I guess price is anticipating for a 10 a.m. news. There we go, see? But ES looks heavily bearish, by the way. Like, heavily bearish. Now, can this be the last leg for price to come lower again? 5 minute has now rebalanced once again, and we are rejecting from it. Like, we're trying to go higher, but then we come right back down again. Right, so we see this and we're thinking to ourselves, okay, let's see how this candle closes though, because that's the most important part. Yes, we are bearish right now, but let's just wait. We have to be very specific about this. No mistakes, I can't lie, no mistakes. So now we haven't really closed bearish. ES is very bearish, but NQ isn't. So now currently it's 57 and there is PMI. So I'm like to myself, I'm just gonna wait for PMI. Yes, price is now displaced lower, but I mean, we have news in 2 minutes. And if news goes lower, then that's me missing out on the move, unless we can try to catch a reversal or something like that. So entry here looks pretty good, right? We waited and then price finally displaced lower, but then we displaced fully, right? Very, very strong. The 5 minute now looks like that. Very nice rebalance candle. And the 15. The 1 hour looks like that. And obviously then the 4 hour looks like that. We're in the SIBI again. So we are getting some reaction from that SIBI. But we have 10 a.m. news in a few minutes. So wait for what price does. That's obviously the next candle. See, we're not showing anything, but I have the SIBI here. We've kind of like just rebalanced lower. The 15 now flipped again. Bear in mind, look, this is why candle closure is so important, right? The 15 was all the way down here like 20 seconds ago. And now we have 40 seconds left. And the 15 is completely flipped all the way back up. Kind of respecting this PXH, by the way. Kind of respecting this PXH too. Kind of respecting this CEO of this wick. Almost there. But my point is, like, we can, like, this is how price flips so quickly, right? So this could be like a final leg of manipulation for us to go higher. But now at this point, it's 10 a.m. news. So there you go. 10 a.m. this place is higher. So all the shorters got stopped out. So I was going to consider shorts right here in this area here. But when I saw price do that, I'm way too late. And there's 3 minutes left. So let's let price open at 10 a.m. Then consider an entry now. Right, so now the 10 a.m. candle's open, which means the 15-minute candle's open as well. PXH, respect. Everything respect. So now we can just generally end off displacement. But there's 30 seconds left. This SMT is not holding at all. Because we had an SMT here. We came low for the rebalance when we expected, right? We saw this SMT, we expected a rebalance. We got that. News is doing the move right now. So now at this point, I'm expecting very, very fast displacement. Don't get scared. Do not get scared here. Matter of fact, we get scared. We formed the SMT properly though. So I want to see if price wants to go lower now. Price may completely tank now, lower. So I'm just going to see how this candle opens and closes because it's very, very important because we formed a very massive SMT with obviously 10 a.m. And it basically looks like a Tower Super SMT right now. And I'm going to look at ES, right? We're in this BISI. We tried to respect it. Now we're coming lower again. But I want to see if this little candle flips to go higher or flips to go lower and disrespects this BISI. And this BISI my eyes on right now. Let's see what price does. Okay, kind of filled it. We've kind of filled that BISI that I just showed you. But obviously, it's a wick. Looks very bullish right now. Looks very bullish. But we wait for candle close. Okay, this candle's nice, right? We're in this range again. We took out this high. Are we going to toe soup these highs, but then disrespect the idea we go higher? And I mean, so we go lower, and the only time we go lower is that little rebalance here. So I'll repeat that again. We have a tail soup of these external highs, meaning there's a likelihood price will probably go lower. We have come lower, and is this the final lower move for us to go higher with this candle here? Let's see if price does that. No, so that means we are truly respecting the SIBI as well. So now I can flip my bias to shorts after this candle close. There's a shorts. There's a Bissy disrespect as well. So Bissy disrespect on both pairs. So I'm expecting huge displacement now. Yes, my stop is a bit invalid, but the way we disrespected this Bissy now, this is clearly the target at least. These relative equal lows here that I've kept my eye on the whole time. So I'm going to zoom back out my 5. Notice how my bias has completely changed multiple times, right? This looks, high time frame looks very bullish, but this is a low time frame entry, right? The 15-minute looks very bearish now, right? We can see price completely flood into at least these equal lows. ES as well, SMC at the highs, right? We've taken those equal highs as well here. I am expecting now for price to just come lower and just give us that quick and this form of displacement, correct? So I'm going to win. I'm willing to take this short here. Yes, the candle closes in 40 seconds and this can completely wick higher right now and try respect this Bissy. So I'm gonna wait. No, I'm gonna go in because obviously when you're on live charts, each candle's move is telling you what price wants to do, but obviously it's backtesting, it freezes. So I'm willing to take this and see what price tells me, right? So I'm gonna go through my thought process again. Accumulating, we came down, formed an SMT, expecting the rebalance to go higher. We did go higher, but that was 10 a.m. news, and now we towel swooped, and we expected this candle here to go higher after this rebalance. We disrespected that idea, disrespecting this Bissy, ES respecting the Cibi, SMT disrespecting this Bissy as well. I'm expecting fast movements down. Yeah? Do you guys see that? Do you guys notice how my bias was very, very important? Like I was flipping from bearish to bullish again to bearish. We've now taken out those equal lows. Now I'm watching price, right? My TP hasn't been hit yet. I haven't got a TP yet, which is kind of dumb. But the reason why I haven't closed yet is because the real move has finally formed, right? This is wick displacement. So I'm expecting displacement to at least go to a very nice internal liquidity. This low looks nice as well. But in the meanwhile, I am going to trail. So this is another 8-point move. So we are targeting a lot. And obviously you guys aren't going to do that. You're going to just target your 30 points, which is right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, your 30 points is valid. So I'm going to wait for this candle to close. Let's put price stars. Give it a Cibi now. There's a PXL there as well, which a lot of you guys will probably try entering, right? PXL respect. There's no bullish Cibi to us to go higher off of. We can see these next candles. Oh, never mind. Let's see what price does actually. There's displacement. I want to see if my draw is correct. So you have to go through some chops now if you hold for too long. So yeah, 30 points is so important, boys. Flipping out. Let's just see if this all holds though. So yeah, 30 points is so important, man. I'm gonna make this a system with me, like I swear. This is just so long to deal with, boys. So long. Like, I want to see displacement lower. That's all I want to see. We just have to sit through this so much. And now I can see price disrespecting the CV and going higher. Let's see if it does that though. Yeah, so I'm 25. So yeah, take out the internal low. Way more important. Way more important. But I'm just gonna let sit through this. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Now I can see us getting stopped out. 30 points, boys. 30 points. Also important, but the main part, obviously, this is my trade, right? You guys saw that. But the main, obviously, reason was argue 30 points. And this is the most important reason how I entered that trade. The trade was more important. Um, that's valid XVX, that's valid Sheldon. Bang. What's your scaling protocol? Just 1 to 2 minutes. 30 points, 2 minutes. Yeah, something like that. We need to get rich. Targeting more than 30 worth member to half. Exactly, bro. Look, what did I just show you guys? We're gonna go through this in backtesting because let's be honest, right? We see something like this massive displacement low. We're expecting, yeah, we're gonna go lower. We're gonna target these lows. Look what happens. Price just reverses on me. All right. So obviously this was the trade. I have to try my 30 points there and see what price does that. So obviously that's the trade. I didn't actually hold and did that. I just wanted to see what price did. So do you understand? The main reason is what I done, right? So we wait. Obviously macro to 10 a.m. We have a setup forming. So obviously these are nice shorts after the SMT. You could just enter shorts right there. But I'm a person to look for more confirmation other than just an SMT and a few wicks, right? So we waited. We then see. Let's try short here, right? Because now price is coming lower. We have this slight PXR. We gave it a reaction. This next candle should tell us we're going lower. We never did that. We came higher again. Now at this point, I was like, okay, 10 a.m. news. There's no point trying to trade now. Let's wait for 10 a.m. news. 10 a.m. news dropped here. We came up from SMT and bang, I entered off displacement because I knew price was going to be too fast for a rebalance. So whenever 10 a.m. news hops like this, whenever 10 a.m. news manipulates, and it's true manipulation, I'm talking like you read and you can see at 10 a.m. is manipulation, not displacement off a macro move, through manipulation, which is this right here. You expect the next 3 to 5 candles to completely displace without leaving anyone, like with leaving anyone behind, everyone and everyone. Once you see this spissy disrespect, bang that execution, yeah, stops above the wick high and just target your points, and you would have been out in less than 30 seconds. Do you understand? So that's your trade done. And if you want more, just curl. But you don't want to sit through this. Do you understand? So yeah, that's the source for this session and for 10 a.m. news in general. Whenever there's 10 a.m. news, that's true manipulation, and you can tell it's manipulation from the way price is moving right after. Obviously, you gotta be quick, right? Bang, 10 a.m. news drops. You're waiting, you're waiting. Okay, bang, this drops. Okay, bang, this next candle opens. You're gonna see this candle go right. You're probably wondering what the hell just happened, and if you missed it, that's it. You're done. Because now people will try to enter PXLs here, and it's just you're dealing with this, and you get stopped out. Do you understand? Because the context and narrative is bullish. So we just caught that little bearish rebalance to go higher, and that's a true rebalance on the higher time frame to go higher. And now we see that from the way price is moving. Yeah. So like I said, if 10 a.m. is true manipulation, and I mean at 10 a.m. wick, that specific 10 a.m. candle, not 10:01, not 59, 10 a.m. That's a true manipulation SMT total soup. Wait for that busy disrespect. And if you are like you have some experience and you know price will just go lower, just enter as soon as this candle closes. You have a nice entry, stops above there, and you can target way more. But once that basically got disrespected, you can go in. Really and truly, if you are very, very confident we're bearish, right, you expect this basically to get disrespected. So you just bang on entry there, and then you can just do that, and then you target way more than your 30 points. You target 50 points, and you also got to take profit in one candle. But that's my point, guys. 10 a.m. If it's true manipulation, keep your eyes steady and focus, especially after 10 a.m. That's why it's an underrated news protocol, right? You need to be focused as soon as 10 a.m. opens because you need to read what price is doing. At the end of the day, 10 a.m. is the 4-hour candle. That's one thing you guys need to know, that 10 a.m. is the 4-hour candle. So Thursday we have 8:30 news, and that's about it. So I'm gonna go back out, zooming out. So look, we're taking this session very slowly, just so I can make sure you guys understand what I'm trying to go through, like proper thought process. Okay, so at this point, we're still ranging, right? We're still ranging very high on the high time frame, right? So we don't really marry too much of these external highs and this high. We just look at what price is telling us within imbalances, right? So busy, respect, push higher. Busy, we're respecting it now. We expect to push higher. But obviously, we expect some form of manipulation clearly because this candle hasn't really closed heavily bullish yet, unless market open tells us otherwise. So whether either this is the draw for us to come for this, or this is the draw for us to come take out that. So one or the other. So notice how in situations where the higher time frame is kind of complicated, it's usually in the macro time because that's when price manipulates the most, or just market open in general. Okay, so we have a wick here. That's 5. So we have like a slight SMT, but hey, it's market open. So let's let market open. Okay, so look. Okay, what do we see right now? Very, very important so far. Okay, let's go on the 5 second. Just actually read what we just saw. So we have an SMT with this wick and this wick. It's kind of weird, right? It's more like this wick, but it is an SMT. Busy, top, displacement at 49, 44, sorry. So now one more minute until macro opens. What has this 15-minute candle done? Very, very nice manipulation within this wick. Bro, look at that candle, boys. That's so strong, bro. Yes, it's 50 points, but look at that candle. We've come lower all the way down here. We take out this external low, or yeah, kind of internal low, and we displace higher, disrespecting the Sibi as well. This Sibi was holding here, here, and here, forming a low, disrespected here. Now, people that would enter off here, right, they would get stopped out with this candle and then go higher. That's what price basically telling you without manipulation, right? ES, similar story. We just formed an SMT with that wick instead, that low instead. So now we're expecting these highs not to hold and they're going to go higher, targeting that main high that I said. But let's just wait for macro open because that's when we trade. Right, so macro opens now. Very nice displacement. Nothing to really work with right now. We go higher, we go higher, we go higher. So obviously, true entry was basically here, but we've missed that. We've missed that, which is fine. These are clearly the draw. So I'm going to mark this out here. It's clearly the draw. I'm going to go back in 1 minute. And like I said, right? Leg, rebalance, leg, rebalance, right? We want to see a rebalance, so let's just wait. Don't force it, right? Okay, so now there's 1 minute it's done that. Looks like a pretty nice rebalance, but me personally, I want to see a bit more than that. There we go. This is why I want to see more than that. So we have formed an SMT now. So whenever we form like slight SMT, right, like here, right? Obviously we know the bias is bullish, the draw is there, but whenever we form slight SMTs like this, obviously you guys know it's like a fake one. The reason why it's mainly a fake one is because it's going to rebalance lower, manipulating the sellers to sell. We see that as a rebalance. Sellers see that as a sell opportunity to target this low, but we see that as a rebalance. This little fake SMT. Like we had there are different ways of thinking about it and trying to like approach it. But how I see it is whenever we see like an SMT here or any form of towel suit manipulation, anything like that on the lower time frame, but our bias is completely opposite of that way. So we're bullish. We see a SMT that's manipulation, quote unquote. We expect price to rebalance but then go higher, and then sellers getting stopped out because the true narrative and context is bullish. That's my point. So obviously, we then just wait, and if the SMT is true and we got our narrative wrong, we can just consider entering after the obviously true manipulation, then we just quite go lower. So that's my point. So if there's an SMT opposite your way, watch it, and if you know you're confident with your narrative, stay confident. Do not switch biases until price tells you we are going the opposite way. Right now, price is not telling me that. We just have a wick higher than this wick. That's all we have. That's obviously market then wanting to rebalance like what we are going for right now. So now we'll probably inverse this BC and target this BC, and that's when the sellers get in. That's what I want to see. Or we hold this BC. Let's see what price does though. So we have held this BC right now. True displacement so far. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, see what I'm saying? Now look, these sellers are keeping their eye out. They're like, okay, we formed an SMT now. We're probably going to get an inverse gap. We may go higher. Let's see what price does. We're staying within this BC so far. Okay, now I'm expecting at least this BC to get filled. That would be pretty nice. Now, okay, this BC, why is it so important? Why does price want this BC and not respect of this BC? Zoom out. There's a 5 minute BC there. We have 45 seconds left. Think about what I'm saying right now. 5 minutes, 5 minute BC there, 45 seconds left. It's like it's all aligning together. We clearly want this BC. Let's see if price takes it or not. Okay, 15, 10. Watch the 5 minute. It's still a BC. Okay, bang. Now the next 5 candle opens. Let's see what this candle does. Okay, we fill this in. Okay, now we are not bearish just yet. Just because we inverse the one and respected this 5 doesn't mean we are truly bearish yet. We just want to wait. Let's see an inverse of this and then we'll consider shorts. I'm going to mark out CE because that's the true respect of a BC or CB, right? The 50%. Okay, we've tagged it very nicely there. Strong wick, right? The sellers are now panicking. They're like, oh, flip, what's going on? Right? I thought this would hold. Let's see what price does. We basically closed above in that 1st minute candle. Let's see if we get displacement. Okay, now at this point, I'm willing to enter right now. Right, we've got our story within 2 candles. We've got our manipulation rebalance. Feel that C of that 5 minute of the 1 minute BC. Look at the 5 minute candle. I'm willing to enter longs, right? There's a 15 minute PXH rebalance, it's a 5 minute BISI rebalance and PXH, it's a 1 minute CE fill and price going higher. We've got like 20 confluences to go bullish. I do not care if you get stopped out. I genuinely don't care because this is something that everyone will take. Everyone will take. Sellers are getting stopped out. I'm targeting this high here. I'm not going to overcomplicate my life. I'm going to enter there. I'll just take out my stop loss if it takes that calm yours. Okay. Let's wait for price to move. There's our true displacement. And we wait, there's our busy fill. Okay, let's see what price is doing. Now we formed an actual SMT with this high. So now we look pretty bearish. So I guess this internal high is a good target, but I wanted more. So let's see what price does. We look kind of bearish now. Let's see what price does. I'm still sticking with my bias. Okay, stopped out there. What's price done? The 5 minute BC hell, we just formed an SMT there. So that's what price done. We formed a very strong SMT again. So that's me getting stopped out. So you could have targeted this internal high and called it a day, but that's not enough points for me. So I'm going to take my stop loss. I'm going to call that a stop. I'm going to watch price after. So this is a completely valid trade to lose, like, right? So, I mean, someone will tell you close at this internal high. Why are you targeting so much? But then again, it's only 16 points. So maybe this narrative is now flipped because of the civvy, which is nice to see. Now, maybe our narrative may be correct, but we will probably then get stopped out first. Yeah, so our narrative was correct. We just manipulated a bit more, which is very, I mean, that's valid, right? It's things like this happen, right? Look, I mean, a true stop is within this whole busy, but I expected this to hold, and we did hold. And I guess you just target there, maybe troll, but hey, manipulative day. But it's fine, right? Our confidence, everything was correct. I guess trailing into internal high was probably what you wanted. That's all you needed. So yeah. Any questions? Potential PXH. Yeah, there was a potential PXH. The move happened after macro. Yeah, that's fine. Whenever a move happens after macro, it's fine. It's completely fine. So that first entry that we had was very nice, right? We saw the CE, bro. Yeah, we followed the CE here. I mean, we could have closed there. You could have closed there if you wanted to. I mean, realistically, you should have, right? Because ES didn't take it out and work like that. Obviously, where is ES? This is 5 minutes. Sorry, 1 minute. I'll show you 1 minute. Right. So this is the displacement higher, which is actually solid on ES, right? ES did not disrespect this Sibi. So once you take out that internal high, you could have closed. But look, our bias was correct. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Minus stop, minus stop, minus stop. Break off even after internal MSF, maybe? Yeah, 100%. You could have done that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if SMT didn't happen. I started like almost an hour ago. When I'm super confident with the draw, I sometimes take bigger stops. That's fine, bro. As long as your risk is fine. Why do we have our SL on the inside the imbalance? The reason why I have my SL with inside this imbalance because it's a 5 minute one. I saw this, I said, yes, this 5 minute BISI can hold very well. We close here. We should have targeted the internal high instead of targeting too much. And then that's when price stopped us out. Rebalanced way heavier on 15, like it's a bunch of wicks. So, I mean, you could have, but I'm being realistic, guys. A 40 point stop, unless you're willing to take that and risk much less, go for it. Go for it. But you're going to be in a trade for a while. You're going to be in a trade for a while and you'll basically almost have a negative risk to reward. But I really expected price to just hold that busy after respecting C and closing like that. And I guess you just take out an internal line instead of targeting so much. But it's completely fine. It's completely fine. Like this to me is a very valid trade. Generally is. And I'm sure a lot of people take that as well. Right? You got a very valid entry. Wait for displacement. You got it. You didn't take a too late entry where price displaced higher. It's just price formed an SMT and the narrative is just very, very choppy. So it's completely fine taking a loss on this day. It's just if you really wanted to, you could have done that. But then again, like, do you want to deal with all this? Do you want to? I'd rather get stopped out quickly than deal with all that. So yeah, that's completely fine though. It's completely fine. There's every day is not a winning day, and I traded my sub. I traded my strategy. So that's all I care about at the end of the day, right? Trading correctly instead of trading incorrectly. So this is an NFP day, and we have orange folder news. So I'm not willing to wait for that. Look, our bias again on the high time frame is holding well. So like I've been saying before, high time frame is so much more valid than lower time frame because you can read it way easier. But it's just obviously because it's higher time frame, it can happen in any part of the day. For example, this move that we just saw yesterday happened after macro, like towards 10:50. So things like that can happen, and that's why you just wanna. That's why someone just like so strong on just targeting internals and 30 points and etc. So you don't get caught in like days when price moves after your actual macro session. So we have our NFP wick. We closed down here, but we're just expecting the idea we are going lower. So we have an SMT there, but let's watch market open, see what happens. Okay, we've now taken out NFP high already, and my draw is already getting taken out, which is crazy. So my draw is right up there, and we're already 5 minutes in, almost. So when we see that stuff like that happen, I guess we either expect a reversal or a continuation higher off that draw. So that's what my eyes are on right now. And just to make it more easier for me to realize, ES is way lower, does not mean it is an SMT though. Right, that's the same high, I'm pretty sure. Let me just quickly go there. 15. Pretty sure that's the same high. Yeah, it is. So just because we're much closer than NQ does not mean it's an SMT, by the way. Just saying no. Right, it's a 4 hour, so it's going to take a long time for that to be truly an SMT. Let's see what price does. Okay, bang, it takes out at 36. So price takes out my draw at 36. We displaced above NFP high, had a nice PXH here, taking out that draw. So now my bias is now mixed. I'm on the fence right now. I want to see what price wants to show me. Are we just gonna completely displace high and just ignore that draw? So now macro opens in 1 minute. We have now formed, okay, this looks good. We have now formed an SMT with this wick and it's a turtle sweep, right? So I want to see this this BISI get disrespected for us to continue going lower. This may be enough for me to short, right? We have like a turtle sweep with that high. I want to see like a quick rebalance lower. Okay, I'm not scared to take this. I think this is fine. I don't see a problem with this. I can see displacement lower. In generally see displacement lower. See what price does though. That's not candle close just yet. I haven't entered. I'm just waiting for candle close. But the shorts right now looks pretty good. Just because we have an SMT taking out that high, but this BIST is holding. So maybe we'll take out this low and then continue higher. Okay, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Um, we're displacing higher. So short bias is not correct just yet. So at this point, I can see 10 a.m. news maybe showing us something, but we are holding this BIST really well. We're holding this BIST really well, and on top of that, it's like a PXH with the NFP high, so you can see us going higher now. We're not displacing lower. So you're like to yourself, what's going to prove to us we're truly bullish? This base went up this high. That's going to prove to us we're truly bullish. Okay, let's see if this candle closes strong. Okay, that looks nice. Okay, now at this point, right, we're kind of stuck in the middle. So I'm gonna wait for this 5 minute candle to show something. So price does come lower. We now do that. Yes, still going higher. Trying to target that high down mark time. We're getting pretty close to it. So do you boys think this is a valid long setup, or do you think you should wait for more manipulation? The stop is pretty good as well. But do you boys think this is enough for us to go higher? Because we set that high, we're not gonna go higher. So just target 30 points. Do you guys think this is valid? Wait for more, valid. So we got wait for more, we got valid. Nothing wrong with waiting for more. Oh, my thing is loading. Hold up. Chop, wait. What's price trying to do in a high time frame again? Go higher. Take 30, go. Wait, see what the behaviors of the coming at those highs. We're legit. Anticipate to market move. It's market move. SMT still holding. Buy. There's no MSS. Okay, just wait with PXH. Yeah, you could wait for PXH. And if you're anticipating displacement of PXH, you want to enter straight away. Like once you come back up here, you want to enter straight away. Okay, let's wait and see what happens. We're still holding this area, by the way. It's very, very strong. And there is orange folder news. So remember how I said how we displace higher when we see market open, so we expect a continuation. Okay, now at this point, going higher slowly in ES with accumulator and Q. Go on the 5 minute. Another nice rebalance of the order block. We have a minute left till this candle closes. We still have 5 minutes until the news. Okay, let's see this next candle. Just pure accumulation, and now we're coming lower. Okay, hold up. Okay, so we're now coming lower again, so it's good that you guys said wait, and if you guys said go for it, that's completely fine. But I prefer waiting because we're just accumulating. If I want to see true displacement higher, we're gonna go higher than this high because we took out that high with this sweep here, and then let's see if we're truly, obviously, bullish. Okay, hold up. Okay, now I'm very bearish. I'm very, very bearish. So I'm gonna wait one more candle to see if we flip bearish because we disrespected this BISI we were holding for so long, right? And usually expect that to hold. Okay, this next candle opens. Okay, we've taken out this low. We're not showing any form of bearish price. Could be something like this, and then you could target the market open wick. Now, the reason why I'm now bearish is because this turtle soup is holding. Like, this turtle soup has not let go. If we were truly bullish, we'll displace off this BC that we're wicking multiple times and we'll say to ourselves, okay, we're going to continue higher after taking out this high, but we're not getting that. Now, we'll probably get like a deeper retrace to go higher if we're truly bearish, sorry, but we're just, ES is continuing to go higher and NQ's chopping about. So do you guys consider shorts now? Buy a new mic. Do you guys is it cutting up? Oh flip. Can you guys hear me now? There is 10 a.m. news, yes. But it's orange folder. I think I was too close to the mic, that's why. But it's orange folder. Like it's fine. We're saying shorts, enter. I wait for C to displace through. Okay. You guys saying wait till 10. The reason why, okay, so you guys are saying CE, right? If you want to look at actual CE, you would say obviously this. Now, what are the likelihoods of price complete? Like, what are the likelihoods of price displacing through the CE and just leaving you behind? Very high. And I have a feeling 10 is going to make the move. But I think this is a true sweep. I think now we're going to complete this place, and I'm willing to wait 10 more seconds. Five. See, now I got a worse entry, but yeah, I think it's going to work. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's the idea of CE, right? So now at this point, if you wanted to wait for CE of this, obviously of this, that just got raped, right? There's no reason for us to rebalance now into that CE and go lower. So now, if you're wondering, okay, 10 moves in 2 minutes, we are displacing very low. We are up right now. Let's see how this candle closes. Maybe you could catch a rebalance if you're willing to trade. Like right now would be nice to enter. Like generally right now would be great, right? Because now we rebalanced. And what do we do? That's very, very specific. Why did price do that? Let's figure out why. See, never got tapped. We just rebalanced within this BISI again. And now I can see price melting. Okay. Oh, that's 10 a.m. news. Right, our draw is very, very close. So look, if you didn't enter off displacement after the CB disrespect and this total soup SMT, we would have missed the move. Right, ES was obviously not showing us that. But the reason why I entered is because this BISI got displaced and I was willing to enter off displacement, at least targeting this BISI. And this next candle told me we're not going anywhere higher again. So now if I go back to the 15, right, look at the 5 minute, boys. This 5 minute this is clearly targeting this low. Clearly targeting this low. Like it's just obvious we're targeting that low. NFP days you can target more, it's not a problem. So I'm gonna add a take profit. Now if you miss this entry, I haven't obviously had a stop loss here, but I don't need to right now. I think 500. Wait, let me just do 500. Let me do 300. If you missed this entry that I took off the displacement candle, the next entry that you want to consider taking shorts on is here. But if you're like to yourself, there's 10 a.m. news in 2 minutes. I do not want to take a trade off before 10 a.m. news. That's fine. Let's wait and let's look for a proper entry now. Yeah, let's just pretend that we haven't entered here, but this is my entry that I've taken. Yeah, but let's just wait for another entry after 10 a.m., right? Because you wanted to wait for it. Oh shit. All right, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. My bad. Okay, so you missed the entry. So 10 a.m. news did that. So 10 a.m. news is a drive, boys. It is a drive. It's a drive. It's not only just it can be manipulation or it's a drive. So if you said wait for CE or anything like that, you would have missed the entry, which is completely fine. You don't have to worry about that. You can just it was orange folder. Oh my bad, wrong screen. It was prelim. It was this. I'm willing to wait for this. I'm willing to trade through this. It's nothing problem. It's NFP day as well, right? So now NFP low has been taken out, and we can just zoom out on the higher time frame, right? So news wants this drive. So now the higher time frame looks like this. Let's say you wanted to target. So that trade is done, by the way. But let's say you wanted to target a bit more. Let's say you wanted to still catch a trade, even though we've done that, and you shouldn't be doing trading now because look what price just done. Yeah, we're probably gonna complete. We're probably gonna just completely flood more towards these lows here. That's what price is gonna do, and I have a feeling price is gonna do that. So let's go on 1 minute. Now, if you want to catch an entry after 10 a.m., you catch it between 10 and like 10:05. 10:01. Wait, no, hold up. 10:01, 10:02, 10:03. So you could. I mean, right now you generally could enter here. Like if you just want to, but there's no point forcing a trade. Let me get rid of this. There's actually I'll keep that there for the culture. But you could enter now, and I'll tell you guys why I want to enter now. Right, we've came lower, taken out NFP low, right, which is here. This is a PXL rebalance with NFP low and this wick here, and we displace low on them. So you can see price melting. See, let's see if it holds though. Bang. So that's your second entry after 10 a.m. Yeah? You don't expect price to come back here again. We are truly bearish. NQ will leave you. NQ will leave you. He will leave you like anyone else. He will leave you. So this is what happened, right? So let me hide this. So we took our NFP low with this wick here. I need to get rid of this. Hold up. We took our NFP low with this wick here. Bang. NFP low got taken out. So that's obviously a lot of take profits been hit and a lot of stop loss has been hit. We displaced. We closed there. Right, so you're anticipating price to maybe rebalance here. No, we don't get it. We close here. You wait. You don't enter just yet. We now displace, close beneath this low here. You wait one more candle to show what price wants to do. We rebalance here within the PXL, and the candle closes there. You put your entry there. You put your stop loss there. You accept your risk. You expect that price will displace lower, and you can cash another 68 points, which is double you're supposed to target on a normal day with that trade here, and obviously just hold through the rebalance. And the C of this week held, and price eventually took out those lows down there. Right? So do you guys see my points? There were two trades you could take. One I entered off displacement of the CIBI and Total Soup SMT. And then obviously if you waited for 10 a.m. news, you wait for 10 a.m. news to drop. Notice I entered at 10:04, 10:05, 10:03, sorry, 10:03, 10:04, and that's when price then took my TP. Yeah, I remember this trade from the lecture, but I didn't remember it until I saw it 10 a.m. I go target yearly lows. So the Jews be they be controlling them. So the Jews be controlling the news. It was orange for yeah. So that's the second entry I just showed you guys. So any questions regarding the second entry? Because the second entry is a bit more advanced. Any questions regarding the second entry? The second entry is something like, okay, why do we not displace and come here and then go lower? Why do we just go lower? Because obviously you're anticipating what's the word, displacement and just fast markets, and that's what we got. And obviously price just respected. Our concepts still work. The PXL held, the rebalance candle here, we closed there, stops above the PXL candle, and bang, the target actual external loss, which we're obviously targeting. What was the 10-10 candle close a decent entry? 10-10 here. Yeah, I mean it's kind of late though, but yeah, you could, and then just stops above there and just target your quick. Yeah, you could do that. You could, because obviously you're expecting PXL to hold. We get in PXL here, right? Obviously here as well. We chop a chop. We disrespect the idea of this being a CIBI, sorry, a BISI, and then we displace low and then entering there, stops above high and target external. Well, you could do that. You could do that. You got a question about Ether today? Go and ask me. And when price respects PDRI, do you enter after first candle close or when second candle is displacing? It depends on the context, but it's mainly way easier to enter on second candle displacing because that's another candle to be confirmation. Yeah, actually might be a Jew. No problem, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for you this question about 8:13 and I'm gonna go to the next day. So yeah, this day is a difficult day to catch, but the reason why I flipped, right, is because this turtle soup held. This BISI did not hold. Remember I was telling you guys, should we enter here? And some of you guys said wait, some of you guys said enter, stuff like that. There was nothing to really work with here, right? We had no displacement higher to tell us we're going higher. And those that said wait for PXH are correct, right? So you want to see the manipulation, obviously expecting this to be, and you want to see displacement higher. We never got that. Just because you say yes doing that doesn't mean NQ will do the same. And obviously 5 minutes before news we got the actual move. And price was just expect this is the high and we bang, we just complete dump after. So do you always go for 30 points to be safe, or can you have runners at an obvious level you think will get taken out? Depending on the day. It all depends on the day. It depends on the day. 30 points on Mondays and non-NFP Fridays is good. And you can have runners, or if easier for you, just don't leave runners. Runners is kind of long, especially if you're not funded or on eval. It's better just to just throw your stop loss to 30 points and let price move whatever it does, and you'll at least get 30 points for the day. That's probably the best thing you want to do. Do you want me to let it play for a little longer? Yeah, sure, I'll let it play for a little longer. Let's see what price does. So we'll go back, we'll zoom out to 15, right? We've now taken out these equal lows. So these are the days where that's amazing, right? It's a very nice, easy day. Okay. So look, you don't want to be in this. This is price being a little longer. You do not want to be in this. The move has been finished. Random ass candle here after this SMT, but the move has been finished. Random ass candle there, but hey, Trump went crazy these days. This is Trump, by the way. So yeah, best entries up here where I enter off displacement of that SIB of that BISI and total soup expecting this to hold. Because at the end of the day, if we're truly bullish, we'll hold above and go higher. Because it's NFP day, we'll have to be fast and efficient. We never got that, so I'm anticipating shorts. And yeah, that's price after. So you don't want to be in this. You do not want to be in this. This was a mad candle, but you don't want to be in this. So yeah. Uh, hold my days, boy. You got edged. So yeah, that's that day. So we are taking a lot of time, which is good. I got a question. Since it's a data wick and I already know the move is too greedy to go for it or just stick to 30 to 50 points. Uh, bro, I promise you just trail. Once that low gets taken out that you had your original TP, put your stop loss there and just trail TP and see how much more you can catch. That's literally validating how many points you want and also having an opportunity for price to go even lower, right? Just trail. Like you don't want to overcomplicate it too much, but on days where you know price will go lower, just trail. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. Yeah, it's so much more easier. Just trailing, like it's actually so powerful, right? So you want to be disciplined. You want to have your 30 points. Okay, so let's say my 30 points is this low. Let's say I enter this trade, right? And I'm targeting these lows right here, which is obviously here, right? And that actually aligns almost like 50 points, right? You're like to yourself, the actual external liquidity is down here. We haven't taken that out yet. We've just taken this low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my stop loss. I'm going to drag it till here as soon as price displaces through this low, bear in mind. Not until it hits it, obviously. And I'm going to drag my TP and I'll put out the external lows. I have a space, a 50 to 80 point space where, okay, we could target my low and make more money, or we can just hit my 30 point and we still make money. So what's the problem? Yes, it is risky because price could do something like where it takes out this low and then starts coming above here. And that's why you have to wait, or you have to accept the fact that you're willing to trail, or just close. Yeah? But on days where we're very fast and efficient, we're close to a draw like these, and you know it's gonna hit, and obviously price is actually fast. We didn't just chop about and it went there. You're fast. Trail above the original 30 points. Obviously below if it's you're shorting, and then obviously go from there. So trading is very, very useful, especially if you want to be a disciplined trader and you want to catch for 30 points, right? I went for a crazy move here, but the reason why I did that because I knew 10 a.m. would do the move, and that's what happened. So yeah, right. Next day, let's see if that true 10 a.m. moves news held. Drawing's gone. Okay, so next day it's now Monday again, and we have Trump speaking at God knows what time, but it's not anywhere now, so it's fine. So the 4 hour. So I think this was the turtle. This is the turtle soup. Is it? Yeah, this is the turtle soup that we had. We displaced so much lower, disrespecting this BISI, but I believe now we formed an SMT to go higher now. No, we haven't. Okay, we haven't. Let's see if this Sibi holds, guys. That's the only problem right now we have. Let's see if the Sibi holds. And the only thing we have here is this little tiny Sibi right now. So no news. So I'm going to obviously anticipate macros to give me a setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we formed a lot of equal lows. ES displacing lower. Very weird, right? ES's candles like that. And NQ's candles like that. So maybe ES is the leading index when we go lower. So let's see what price does. Okay, very weird. Very, very weird. BISI's holding. ES is now going lower. Okay, let's see if this BISI holds. BISI has held. Now it's 43, I believe. So at this point, you want to look on ES, right? That's the most important chart right now. Where is ES going to stop for us to go higher and respect NQ's bias? That's what we want to see right now, right? So you have a 1 hour BISI that we tapped on ES again. ES is truly more bearish, but I can see this candle not holding us going higher. NQ is more bullish, much more bullish, right? Well, look, we just disrespect that CB now. So I'm going to just ignore ES, but keep an eye on it until price moves my way. So let's wait for this candle to close. So now it's 44, so we're still early. We have the equal lows, but bear in mind, let's see if we get PXH. So let's wait price move. Okay, we look very strong for PXH. So let's wait for this candle to close, which we have already. Okay, next candle opens. Now let's see if this is truly bullish. 30 seconds left. See, 30 seconds left. You wait, you wait, you wait. This is still premature, by the way. Like, this isn't like until like, it's not like 9:47 or 9:52. It's 45. So you can relax and wait. Don't force an entry. Okay. We're not displacing. We're not displacing. We're not. Okay, if we're truly displacement, right? This candle should close above this wick and we're true displacement, but we just swept him, we're going lower again. So, and I think EF tapped into something that made price go lower. Yeah, 5 minute busy, sorry, Sibi. And now we look pretty bearish. So I'm gonna just keep waiting to let price show me what it wants to do. So we now tap this busy. So let's see if price holds this busy. We're holding it well. We have this Sibi here, so we're stuck in between two stuff right now. Okay, okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. I kind of missed a move. We have the Sibi that got respected very highly. We have this base that got disrespected very, very nicely as well. So now I'm seeing this 1 hour hold and I'm seeing this 4 hour hold, and for a little bit, we're not holding until these lows, we're just gonna hold it until whenever price wants to let go of that Sibi and go higher again. This is clearly a draw, and ES is clearly wants to go low for these lows as well. So we have these lows, and then obviously look, if I go on 15 on NQ, these lows are clearly the draw as well. That's a lot of lows to target, by the way, a lot of lows. So I'm targeting this because that's all I need, right? 30 points, just about 30 points. We have displaced a bit too much, so I'm gonna wait for one more candle because now I've missed the move. We're entry like here, right? So let's wait for one more candle. Okay. And I'll rebalance within this BISI. We have formed an SMT, but it's a bit weak in my opinion. And now this next 5 minutes open. So what do we see, right? We have this BISI inversed. Now we're coming in again. I want to see this 5 minute come higher and then wick, have a massive wick and come lower, respecting the idea that this 15-minute candle wants to displace to at least these equal lows. 1 hour as well. But we do look a bit bullish now. So I'm going to keep my eye on these candles and see what price shows me. Okay. Okay, that's true displacement. So we kind of missed the entry. I guess 5 seconds more better. So the bearish, like, I mean, entry would have been here, would have been nice. But I've missed the entry, so I'm going to wait. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So look, we're not really displacing, but we're not really going higher at the same time. So it's a bit weird right now. This 5 minute has now completely, like, it's a bit weird right now. It's a bit weird. I haven't got enough to answer just yet. So now those shorters right there got stopped out already in two candles. And what did you really even target? Nothing much. So I'm waiting. It's clearly manipulation. Do we want to target these lows? Why are we not going there? So it's a bit of a question we have right now. Okay, this candle closed heavily bearish. We've taken out these highs. The 5 minute looks like that. Let's see if we displace lower. Okay, no displacement lower. We've now inversed this BISI technically again, but is this enough for us to manipulate? Probably not. Yeah, this is very, very choppy right now. Okay, this candle's telling us we want to go higher. So clearly ES is one telling us what we want to do, right? So we've taken out this low. That's probably a fat SMT on the 15 minute. Yeah, is that news lows as well? Oh, that's just 6 a.m. It's London low. This low, massive SMT by the way. I'm telling you, massive. And the 1 hour now looks bullish again. So yeah, we formed an SMT with this low. That's probably going to hold. So I'm going to consider buys now. And matter of fact, I'm going to enter now. Wait, 5 more seconds. Yeah, yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm going to take this. I'm willing to take this. I have a very tight stop. But I'm gonna go through my thought process to why I'm gonna take this. This is a bit of a crazy entry. You guys think this is a valid entry? Let me ask you guys. Yes. Okay, that's good. One of you thinks that. Or do you guys think this is like, okay, we're gonna go high and type of entry? Or are you gonna accumulate, take my stop loss out, and then go higher entry? Hold up. That kind of bullish. Approve, yes, yes, yes. Unclear, not gonna lie. Decent entry, there are no news drivers. Let me double check that for you. No, it's a Monday. So it is a Monday. That's why I'm only targeting this. And it does look very bullish as hell, so my bad. Bye. Okay, we bought. We want true displacement. We have formed an SMT with this wick. Looks kind of scary. So, okay, SMT disrespected. Let's go faster. Trade is valid. Trade is very valid. What are we doing? We're manipulating to one side. We're manipulating higher. We're trying to manipulate higher, but we keep closing bullish. Okay? Bang. TP smash. I'm gonna close now. Right? Is that how many points is that, by the way? Let me get at least my 30 points, please. Thank you. Okay, now I'll close. Right. Let me get my thought process done first. Right, so the high time frame narrative is so important. Don't marry the 1 minute Bissy inverse, we go lower. The 1 minute Sibi inverse, we go higher. Do not marry that. Yeah? Do not marry that. Just because we saw a Bissy inverse does not mean we're truly bearish and take out. Look at that equal laws as such a nice target. You got bummed. This rebalance candle told me everything. Perfect entry, perfect target. We just manipulated within my entry, which is completely fine. I'm not scared of that. I think we touched CE to the flipping tick, boys. To the tick. Yeah, if you didn't catch my entry and you waited, this candle, okay, you wait for this candle, you closes above that CE, enter there, stops below this candle, you've been fine as well. And now price will, obviously it's a Monday, you close at that high. You do not hold a trade because then you'll deal with basically cancer. You don't want to deal with that. I mean, it's not even that bad to be honest. It's not even that bad, but hey, you just close at that entire high. So yeah, you don't want to close at that internal high. Wait, can you guys see my screen? It kind of bugged out. Wait, wait, did someone say you don't like marrying smaller things with like big? Yeah? Yeah, the PA, exactly. So any questions for that trade? It's a bit of a difficult day because we had that busy inverse and you're expecting shorts, but then we continued higher and your order sellers got stopped out and yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Feel free to ask any questions. If you guys got any questions, I'm here to answer them. No? Cool. Let's wait for like 5 more seconds and then do you like juice? Do you always marry your narrative if you're confident? 100%. My narrative since the minute market opened, which was here, I was bullish. I zoomed out. I just zoomed out. I was bullish. I was not letting any bearish candles tell me whether I'm right or I'm wrong. Until I see a proper like structure shift, like a proper like, okay, we're going lower. But we never really got any form of manipulation for us to go lower. We never got like anything up here for us to go lower. We just got this inverse and then higher again. This is just a rebalance. It's just a bit of a manipulative one. That's all it is. We just filled this busy and went higher. The reason why I'm very heavily bullish though is because of the 15 minute. The 15 minute formed an SMT with this low here. It looks like a very strong SMT and now I can see price go much higher. Alright? We've got a nice target at the internal high, 30 points well. You could have held for more, but hey. So whenever my narrative is one thing about me and one thing about you guys in general, when you have like a very strong like you have a strong way of reading price, you'll understand, you'll probably get your bias and narrative almost right every single day, I promise you. What is the best entry with the SMT to catch the SMT move? Wait for proper displacement. Because sometimes I lose when I go against my narrative. Exactly, because I promise you guys here, the things that all of us teach you, me, Salman, and Kartik, and all the mods, the concepts we teach you along with the high time frame bias. So you guys, if you're not getting your narrative correct almost every day, you have to just rewatch the lectures. But I can promise you guys, most of you guys get your narrative right every single day. It's a fact. Your bias is correct. Your narrative is correct. The high time frame, you can read it so well. It's like if you just trade on high time frame, you probably hit TP every single time. But that's just long. Who wants to do that? Right? So look, my high time frame was bullish. I waited for bearish manipulation, any form of rebalance, anything like that. All you have to read is the 15-minute time frame and read what the draw is and read what price wants to do and read what price is inside right now. Simple as that, right? In the Sibi, we closed very bullish. Next candle went higher. It's simple. It's very simple. Just the higher time frame is way easier to read than the lower time frame. And if the higher time frame is hard to read, then I'm sorry, your low time frame is going to be even harder, right? So that's one thing you guys obviously understand, right? So yeah, once you guys have just that market experience and just you trading every day, coming to a setup every day, you'll realize the higher time frame is almost easy to read as a lower time frame. But it's so important. The high time frame is literally what you trade. So we have Powell speaking at 10 a.m. and we have Trump speaking like after market close. So Powell speaking at 10 a.m. You want to avoid that day. So let's just actually be smart about it, right? Let's just avoid the day. So now Wednesday we have Powell speaking again at 10 a.m. and Trump speaking again on the same day, and we have CPI. So at this point as well, like we did this massive candle. I'm not bothered about it. Let's go to the next day. Right? We have Powell speaking at 10. And let's just see if he does anything with the markets. Okay. Eh, this macro didn't really do much either. Yeah, so this price action is very difficult to trade with. So just take the day off. Take the 2 days off. What's the problem? You ended Monday with a W. Take the 2 days off. Come back Thursday, nice and refreshing. So that's fine. So now Thursday we have PPI and Trump speaks again, but that's calm. He speaks in PM session. If you're a PPI candle and we look pretty nice right now for some nice trades. So let me see. I think someone asked me a question. Exactly. Bro. Bro, honestly, just narrative lecture using 939.45 has made it pretty clear to me, and just seeing what the high time looks like, exactly where the draws are, exactly. Because, okay, so you F yourself by drawing out high time from imbalances, because I see imbalances getting respected and then I get manipulated. That's just because read the trend, Sheldon. You have to read the trend. You just have to read where prices actually go instead of looking at past high time from imbalances. Read the trend, right? We're going to read the trend right now. We're going to read it right now. There's nothing really much to work with here. We're going to 1 hour. Okay. Let's read the trend right now, guys. Read the trend, right? So Sheldon said he gets kind of manipulated when prices inside a high time from imbalance. Like right now, we are in this 1 hour SIBI, but the trend is bullish. We can see here the trend is bullish. We've taken out these highs, we came higher. This is a rebalance. The trend is bullish. The only way for high time from imbalance to get respected is if we close very, very bearish right now. We close very bullish. And look at this candle here as well. I'm expecting market open to completely pump like that. Do you understand? Read, yes, understandable prices in a SIBI or BISI, whatever, but you need to realize what is price actually doing? Why has price ended up in this 1 hour SIBI? Why are we not going lower? Where is the draw? Yeah? So you don't want to get manipulated when prices in that 1 hour or 4 hour SIBI or BISI, whatever. Like these draws are so clear. Understand that the draw liquidity is more important than imbalances on the high time frame. That's a fact. The draw liquidity is way more important than the imbalances on the higher time frame. Yeah. So we've had PPI. We completely disrespected any form of sweeps to go lower. So I'm expecting price to just displace higher. Pure nice continuation day higher, right? So let's wait for macro open. Sorry. Um. Okay, we've now displaced much lower now. That's pretty nice to see. Let's see if we get like a little rebalance or something like that. So 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, now it's 44. Market is being very nice to us. It's been very nice to us. Like I'm talking like wow. So you saw the CB, you see price take out these highs. We have formed a slight SMT. What's the 1 minute telling us? Yes, disrespecting all the CBs that we came down. It looks like manipulation. 15-minute busy fill, 5 minute busy fill, manipulation within these 5 minute wicks. We're now closing right back up. That SMT is invalid that we have with here. It's very invalid. So I'm willing to take longs. To be honest, right now longs look pretty valid, right? Your stop will just be very large, like that. Bear in mind, this is candle close. We are in this SIBI. This is getting disrespected very nicely. Just target here, or if you want to be safe, just target the C of this imbalance. Just do that. Do you guys think this long setup is valid? I've got to learn the TJR perspective. Exactly, that's literally it. You want to wait? Yes, because ran through CE, it is. So the reason why you want to wait, you're asking yourself, is this enough manipulation for price to go higher? Is this enough of a rebalance for price to go higher? In my opinion, it is, right? So we have this 15-minute BISI that formed like an hour before market open. It never got touched until market opens, and then obviously macro opens in basically a minute, right? So 15 minutes should be up here when macro opens. We could come down all the way here and go higher, but if we're truly bullish, we'll just go higher. The 5 minutes is what telling me why we're very bullish, right? So we tap this BISI here, which is obviously the PPI candle, right? So we have this BISI here. This is very, very important. So focus that right now, yeah? Look, we wick within this BISI once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, basically 5 times. We've got true displacement higher. We formed an SMT. We've now come lower again and then going higher again. So what's price telling me? We basically manipulate within the BISI again to go higher even more and telling us we want to go even higher. But I'm willing to wait one more candle just in case, just in case, just in case, just in case. I'll flip, I'll flip, my bad. I'll flip. Okay, I'll wait one more candle. Did not enter just yet. That target was nice, but I'm waiting right now. Okay, what's price doing? I went too fast. Okay, so our manipulation within this BISI is still holding. I did say that the 15-minute candle could rebalance within C of this wick. If I didn't say that, I was meant to say that. There's to the wick, right? So you don't want to get manipulated. So yes, that was kind of early. You would have held for some points, but the next count just took you out, right? So this BISI is holding, so it's very manipulative right now. I want to see the CB get fully disrespected in this next candle. So rebalance within the CB that got disrespected and us to go higher. Okay, like something like that looks good, but we completely close higher. We did not close higher. Kind of did, but I'm willing to wait one more candle. There's no reason not to. Okay, nothing much just yet. We just formed an SMT, so now my bias is mixed. My bias is kind of mixed now. The 1 hour was telling me we may go lower now off that SIBI. So remember what I said, we were in that SIBI. We can still come lower now because we're back in that SIBI again. So the 15-minute BISI is holding. So we're in the middle of two higher time frame imbalances and we want to see some displacement. So whenever you're stuck in a situation where, oh look 15 BISI, oh look 1 hour SIBI, oh look SMT, we have opposing conferences. You don't want to enter when you're not sure. So just wait for displacement. Wait for some true displacement. Okay, this got disrespected. This got disrespected. We have now retested this area. We have now disrespected this SIBI for us to go higher. This looks really nice. True stop is here though, but this looks pretty nice. What do you boys think? Didn't enter, didn't enter. What do you guys think? Upsize? W? Do you guys think this is valid? Defo can try. It confirms. It kind of confirms we're going higher since we failed to display lower off that CB. Yes, yes. So we waited for more structure, basically, right? Go long, 100%. All right, let's just do it. Even though we have a minute left of candle close, I'm willing to go long, right? Now at this point, I can see price going higher, right? So we took this CB, we try to come lower, manipulation, we're going higher. So I'm willing to buy now. I'm in now. I'm in now. Let's see what price does. So candle close is kind of important, but here's what it is. We entered. Still look bullish. Let price rebalance. Okay, there's price displacing higher. My eyes on this high. My eyes on this high right now. I haven't got stop loss. Let me add it. I forgot to add it. There. Okay, so right now my stop loss is here. We aren't trailing just yet to here. We are not trailing just yet. Let's see how this candle closes after this, after taking out this high. Closing, not displacing, closing. Now at this point, I'm willing to throw here. No, we have got our 30 points. I believe we have. Okay, no, we haven't. So we haven't got our 30 points just yet. But let's see how price does. Okay, so now we are wicking within the SIBI, telling us we are going higher. We're not respecting the SIBI at all. There's your 30 points. So if you want to close, close. And if you want to be strict, just throw at around 30 points and go higher. Let price go higher. So bang, your 30 points would go here, you're out of the trade. I'm just going to continue holding to what price does. SMT with those highs. Nope, we have not taken out this high either. So I can see price going higher. 5 minutes there, we can clearly rebalance. There you go, smacked. I think that was 10:01. So it wasn't even 10 a.m. news. It was 10:02 and there was no news. So there's price gains. I want my points, please. Thank you. All right. Any questions on this trade? This was premature. Sorry, this was premature just because the SIBI's getting disrespected. Let's wait for a proper rebalance and then bang, you enter off there, which is perfection right there, yeah? Any questions on this trade? Long down 957, good work. How come the high time from bearish SMT doesn't scare me? Are you talking about the bearish one? Because I zoomed out. That's literally why. If this high time from SMT, I think you're talking about, it was with this one. We're going to 15 minute. Yeah, you're talking about this one. So at this point, right, 9:30, obviously ES did not take out this high, NQ did. I'm expecting price to rebalance off that SMT. I'm not expecting price to hold the SMT and target more draws. I said this earlier, and if you didn't, like, if you guys missed what I basically said, I'll say it again. So whenever we have like an SMT opposing our context, and we are certain, we know 100 billion% that price is going towards a drawn liquidity, or going higher or etc. Let the SMT play out and let it become the manipulation leg, rebalance leg for us to go higher, right? So SMT formed. I'm gonna draw out the high just so you guys can see properly. So the high is here, right? So this is something that this is why I don't get scared of SMT, especially now. Back in the day, like a few like 6 months before back, my days not drawing. SMTs were very strong, and I remember that clearly. Like, I used to get so scared, especially the 1 minute ones. Okay, so we have that high we marked out there. I'm gonna zoom out on ES as well. Now notice what times both pairs takes this specific high out. Right? This is source, by the way. This is source, so lock in. This is proper source, and I've kind of noticed this right now. Okay, what time does NQ take out this high? 33. ES edges it. We are expecting price to come lower. What does price do? Bang! It displaces after 3 to 4 candles, 100 points basically. So you are expecting this SMT that we formed here. So right now price is like this, right? You're expecting these next candles to rebalance, at least rebalance when SMT forms. Doesn't mean your bias has now flipped bearish because we have an SMT. No, we have to just consider what price wants to do before reversing higher. Now, where did price target? These relative equal lows, which we completely smashed through after 2 candles. Do not FOMO short and think, yeah, reverse PXH, bang, you would have got stopped out. Because the context is so important. The context is so important. Where does price really want to go? Higher. Do not think this SIBI is holding. Do not think this SIBI is holding. Don't. 1 hour SIBIs barely hold properly unless we show that, unless we say that before market open or BISIs, right? So price formed the SMT. I'll go in a 5 minute. We formed the SMT here. We dumped so much downwards. Bear in mind, this is all pre-macro anyway, so you're waiting for macro as well. We then take out these lows. Yeah, and now the SMT is now basically invalid now because we're not going lower anymore. The SMT is finished, right? We're just generating liquidity for us to go higher on ES. That's what ES did, right? We AMD basically, but we generate liquidity for us to go higher, and then look price. And now this SMT and SMTs like this, will go even higher as well. I'll go in 1 minute just to prove to you we're going to go even higher because this SMT is now disrespected. The sellers are re-entering. Went higher. See my point? We rebalanced again. My stop was valid, by the way, and we rebalanced higher. Do you understand my point? So whenever you have an SMT opposing you on like the higher time frame, obviously if your context is correct and your draw is correct and your narrative is correct, that SMT is just only a rebalance or manipulation. If your context and narrative is wrong, the SMT may play out and you get stopped out and we go lower or higher depending on what your context is. So do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? The next day is very good 6 minute SMT again. Exactly, SMT was the rebalance to go higher. Exactly, Tristan. It's all just 1.1k or 5 accounts. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so do you guys understand? So do not get scared. If you are certain the draw and your bias and everything itself is correct, and we have an SMT opposing you, do not let it scare you. Fair enough. If you have a strong bias, but there's a major SMT against your bias, let the SMT play out, thinking of like a rebalance for price rather than start the whole reversal. Exactly. Let the SMT play out, and once PS starts to confirm your original bias, get in. Well done. That's basically how you say it. So SMT opposing a news equals yes, basically yes. So that's some source right there for those of you that are in here. So, but only this SMT, obviously this SMT rebalance will only work if your bias is correct. So if this SMT was true, right, we would have went lower. Remember that day that if you guys were in here, the 10 a.m. news day where price just completely dumped off that turtle soup and it would have accumulated in disrespect to the BISI, we came lower like 100 points in 2 candles. That SMT played out because it was a turtle soup as well. And we never went higher. So that's not price rebalancing, that's price actually moving. So there's rebalancing, there's moving. So obviously rebalance, move. Rebalance, move. You guys understand now? Yeah, another form of manipulation, right? It's not just SMTs, it could be turtle soups as well. The turtle soup ones are kind of easier to read. So turtle soup of this high, you're expecting a lower rebalance, bang, there's rebalance, there we go higher. This is all manipulation in a nutshell, right? If your bias and narrative is correct and your draw is correct, which is like these relative equal highs and these highs, your draw is correct, the bias is correct, everything's correct. Do not get scared when you see price turtle soup and come lower. It's just a rebalance. Now that's why people can hold trades for longer if their higher time frame is so correct and they have a good entry. Total soup, rebalance. Oh look, CB disrespect higher. SMT, rebalance. Oh look, BC, I mean Siri disrespect higher. So someone, I think Wisepool said it. Major SMT against your bias, let the SMT play out. Think of it like a rebalance and a reversal, and then once peer confirms, you enter. So couldn't you throw your SO after internal high swept? Yes, you can. No one, no. Bro, handwriting, that boy, that bad boy now, thanks to you. But I can't read, bro. Me too, bro. Handwriting that bad, that's crazy. That was source. That's partly the reason why I've been losing so much in backtesting because I keep entering on rebalance manipulation. Exactly. So what would you wait for you to do? What would you wait for or do if there was a high time from SNT or like 1 hour on both sides? Wait for displacement. So if there's an SNT on both sides, wait for price to displace through one of them and then you can enter PXH or PXR. I'd enter normally off SMT and lose the trade like I did. This is not. This is poor. I'm not reading properly. Hold up. I'd normally enter off SMT and lose the trade. I like this thought process now. That's good because SMTs. Sorry, because SMTs don't always work and market conditions change. Right. The strongest SMTs are usually the 1 minute ones, to be honest, because that's fast and efficient, and we're obviously 1 minute traders. So yeah, that's the source for this day. Very nice source for this day. So yeah, SMT, if your bias is correct, let it play out. And don't be in, obviously, once the SMT forms. Wait for price to rebalance, become the manipulation, and then you enter. Because then you get the zero drawdown trades. At the end of the day, we want to be in trades where it's zero drawdown. Like zero. Absolutely none. Right? That's the best way to trade, right? You want to see them trades where you're like, oh flip, we're already up 20 points in like 2 seconds, you know? So look, eventually we know price formed this at 70, we went higher, and then obviously now we took out these draws here. So now that all the draw liquidity have been hit, okay, look, once again, look, okay, this is basically a 4 hour version of what's happening right now, right? It's a 4 hour version of what's happening right now. Bias and narrative. All time highs is NQ. We know where price is going. Higher, right? We have now edged this high on ES. We've taken out this high years ago. Okay, we expect price to rebalance because that's the SMT reacting right now, right? Was price done already? It's rebalanced, but is this enough rebalance for us to go higher? Let's see and zoom in. 1 hour. Oh, okay, what have we done? We filled this BISI, we inverse the SIBI, we are now going higher. Let's go on ES as well. Step by step, fill this BISI, inverse the SIBI, we are now going higher. We have no news, which is very nice to see, right? Inverse the SIBI on the 15, going higher, but etc, etc, etc. Market opens, we are going higher. The bias is now longs, longs. Okay, so let's let price move. We can, like I said, we can manipulate low one more time and go higher. Doesn't mean we start tanking 50,000 points because we had an S&T on a 4 hour time frame. No. Let price move. Okay, so this day is clearly a prob, right? We haven't done much. Right, yes, going the opposite way, NQ going the opposite way. So right now, clearly, I'm assuming price wants to take out the slow and manipulate a bit more in the same region and go higher. So I'm going to wait for market open. So micro open, so we'll go in 5 seconds. So ES going higher, NQ going lower. I want to see some form of manipulation, right? There's nothing much just yet. Let's see some displacement. Okay, macro opens, right? We are now just chopping. I'm double checking if there's no news. Yeah, Friday the 14th. It's just 8:30 news that came out. So yeah, we're good. Okay, so we're now just chopping about. Okay, now we've got some displacement higher. We have formed like the slight SMT, but I mean, it's not an SMT. It's enough accumulation. Really and truly, if you want to trade, wait for this high to get displaced through, and then we go higher. That's what you want to wait for right now. Okay, that's what you want to wait for, to be honest. Let's be honest, guys. If you want to get a trade, let's wait for this high to get displaced through. So, right, so this high came up. We guess it's the retracement and manipulation leg taken out the slow, and now we're going higher. So macro is open, I guess 47 and 48 are nice entries, but I'm waiting for PXH. You see what I'm saying? Just wait for price to tell you what it wants to do. Okay, now we're putting a 5 minute. So 5 minute from the BISI, 15 minutes from, still respecting this BISI by the way. 1 hour as well, we're just kind of rebalanced here, so now I look very promising bullish. I'm going to wait a few more candles because this 5 minute just opened. Maybe we expect like a little rebalance to come into this BISI. Like something, actually I'll use this. Something like, okay, we open this 5 minute, we come lower, we wick, and then go higher. Like that, yeah? So let's see what price does. We open, okay, there's displacement. So the 5 minute still left a massive gap. So I can expect price to come back down again unless we displace above these highs. Okay, right, what do we see now? Okay, this is source. What do we see? Price total sweeps this high right now, okay? Also in ES, same thing. What do we now expect price to do? Come lower, which also aligns with price rebalancing, which also aligns with price, my bad, 5 minute busy. So understand? Let's see what price does. That doesn't mean it's true, but I'm expecting price to do that. Okay, hold up. Okay, so total soup's done. I guess we're so bullish, that's all we needed for us to go higher. But let's just wait for this candle to close. Very bullish. Price has taken out this high. Now, let's wait one more candle. So we never got the rebalance into this 5 minute busy, which is kind of annoying. So let's just wait. It's a Friday, it's low prob. Wait for this candle. Okay. Longs now look pretty good, right? We're not getting any reaction just yet. We have 2 minutes left until the next 5 minute candle opens. So I'm going to wait a bit more. One more candle is important. This candle is very important. Very, very important. Not enough just yet. Very, very important. Okay, so I guess this tells Soups the main idea that price wants to come into this 5 minute busy. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. Let's see if this 5 minute busy holds or not. Let price come in that 5 minute busy. Right, 50 seconds left. I'm just going to rush through this because I expect this 5 minute busy to hold unless price tells me otherwise by displacing past the SIBI. So we have a SIBI, very small SIBI here, by the way. It's still a SIBI. Okay, we tapped it. Okay. No matter how small it is, it will still work. It's still working. So now look, this 5 minute BC has now been formed. Now I'm expecting price to go lower off this turtle soup. Bear in mind, my bias is still bullish. We're just manipulating. We're just manipulating. That's all we're doing. Let's let the higher time frame read what price wants to do. SIBI gets touched. We are now going lower. Has the 5 minute been tapped? No, it hasn't. I'm keeping my hands under my bum right now. I'm not entering just yet. Okay. This looks pretty good for longs right now. Let's see if we get displacement. And let's see if this is enough rebalance. Yes, we didn't tap the 5 minute BC. But look at how that candle closed. Like, don't just marry that 5 minute busy. Let price tell you what it wants to do. Okay, nice displacement. Now at this point, we are going to take out these highs now. So longs here, the stops below there looks pretty good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I want to see some. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, anyone else? Right. Obviously, we didn't get the 5 minute busy, which is one thing that we have to be concerned about. Correct. The 5 minute busy did not get tapped, but it doesn't mean price may not go higher. My days, my finger's bugging out. Yes, was it a 3 minute retrace? Basically, 3 and 5. Just long that. I don't like it yet. Okay, that's good. It's fine if you don't like it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. We have 40 seconds left, so I'm gonna wait for this count to close though. I'm waiting for this count to close. This is very important. Okay, so we can get a better entry. I have not entered just yet. I'll wait for candle to close. Wait for this candle to flip. Okay, so now look, we're coming lower now. We've tapped CEO of this wick. Basically tapped CEO of this wick. Right, so this 5 minute BC is clearly a draw right now. I mean, maybe price is just taking a much longer. So let's see what price does. So right now, longs would have been a bit bad up there. You would have caught basically the top for short spot. That's why I wait for candle close. Okay, see, look, you would have got stopped out right now. I think this low is going to get manipulated. Price is going to tap this 5 minute BC. I'm going to go higher. Let price move. Yeah, very, very sticky right now. We're just accumulating. We want to see some pure displacement. What does price want to do right now? So longs there would have been fine, but bear in mind, I didn't enter that, so I waited. Yes, we saw the CB inverse, but the 5 minute BC is still open. Unless you wanted to put your stops there, which is too much. Right? So now 10 a.m. is just open as well. So it's completely fine. We haven't entered the trade yet. There's nothing to work with right now. Okay, let 10 a.m. do the move. Let 10 a.m. manipulate. Bang. Okay, we're in this 5 minute busy now. ES as well. Basically wants to go higher as well. Nothing much on ES. Let's let this become our manipulation. Okay, wow. Okay, now we're filling this 5 minute very strongly. Are we going to react? Are we going to react? Are we going to react? Clearly not. Okay, so anyone that bought there, you got bummed, right? You got bummed. It's not enough. It's not enough. Okay, is this true manipulation? We have 2 minutes left till this 5 minute candle closes. We have the SIBI as well. I'm expecting the SIBI to at least come inside once. Okay, SIBI touched. Okay, okay, this looks good, right? Look at this 5 minute now. I'm anticipating this CB to get disrespected. I want to see in these next 30 seconds for price to displace higher and close there. I am willing to enter. Wait, you wait. This is not enough for buys. 10, 5, 0. What do we see now? What do we see? 5 minute respect. We just want to come lower, manipulate sellers more. 15 minute respect of this order block. Hourly rebalance of this basically this area. What do we do now? We long. Yeah, so entries, bang, stops, bang, I'll trail after. Yes, there's this wick, but I'm willing to hold because the price is displacing very strongly. Target your everyone's mom. Okay, so over here entries is kind of weak, right? It was premature. We didn't get that 5 minute busy tap. And that's something scary, right? Whenever we edge a busy like that, like this, we're most likely gonna react. I'll find another example. It's very important. Okay, it happened in the 15 minute the other time we were looking at it, but whenever a busy or CB gets edged, right, we're most likely gonna just generate liquidity for us to go higher and manipulate with inside it. So do you guys think now longs is valid? Do you guys think longs are valid now? Are you guys back in these days just then seeing if you get the same results or just watching? Up to you guys. Like, yes, 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 yes. Are we seeing longs now? Should you target over the swing high or just target the swing high? Target the swing high and throw if price goes higher. If I don't trade a bit will come. I think longs now are good. We'll enter with 1 mini, of course. Okay, let me add a stop. So what did I do? I'm gonna go through the thought process one more time before I explain. We edged the 5 minute busy. We edged it. Now, if this edge was correct, we'll displace above this high, and that's why I was considering entries here, right? Because I expected the price to displace higher, right? Remember that. We edged this busy. I expected price to displace higher and expecting price to go higher, but we never got that, and I waited for candle to close, and what happened? We just wicked. That's why candle close is so important. So at that point, I'm expecting price. This is like a double turtle soup, and we're going to take out this busy and look at this busy fill. And look at that candle close. Yes, it's much more valid if you put your stops here, but I went in for it there. Okay, hold up. Okay, internal highs. Is that a sweep? That is a sweep. So now I'm kind of scared that we swept this high up, but I think we'll be good. Okay, okay. Now at this point, this high is a perfect target, perfection target. Right, 1 hour, very bullish. I'm expecting price to take out that high. I'm not scared of anything right now. Hold up, that's 10, that's 10-10. So 10-10 means another 5 minute candle. What we do, I'm forming the busy here within my entries, within my profit area, but I'm expecting pressures to take it out. Bear in mind, this is a Friday. This is a Friday. This is a Friday, so you want to close as quick as you can. But I'm willing to hold for this draw. Okay, that's manipulation right there, right? Because we had this 5 minute busy again. Same reason, same exact entry. 5 minute busy, enter, 5 minute busy, enter. So I want to see this hold. Looks bullish. Okay, hold up. Another manipulation with the 5 minute busy. Bear in mind, this is a Friday, so okay, this looks pretty annoying now. My stop is kind of bad as well. Okay, so let me mark out 30 points. Friday, I should target 30 points, which is barely there right there. But I want to see the draw get hit. Sibi not holding. Sibi is not holding. There's the inverse of the Sibi. Higher price, higher price. Give me higher price. Sibi's not holding. Sibi's not holding. This is a Sibi, by the way. Let's see what price does. Accumulation within the Sibi, but we just suspected it already. Okay, now we're just going lower again. At this point in time, I'm going through hell, but it's okay. I'm gonna go in 1 minute now. Okay, so new protocol. 30 points on Fridays and Mondays, there's no news. Because you don't want to deal with this. Like, I got stopped out. Watch price takes the So like I said, the value stop was here. Remember I said that? The value stop was there and they still hold. That's so annoying. But anyways, my thought process was correct. That's all we worry about, right? This is back testing. We close at 30 points anyways. So look, 5 minute got edged here. Sibi formed. We expect the Sibi to get inversed. Got inverse, entered there, stops here for now, but here was actually through manipulation wick. And you would have to go through some arse just to get a take profit, but you'll be fine. If you want to hold, but take out 30 points for mental closure. Any questions? Now it's yeah, bro, it's fine. If I hit stop loss, it's okay. It's not a problem. Motherfuckers will do anything for that 5 more points. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm just doing it for the day off. But 30 points, one to one's all I want. No more 50 for me, for real. Yeah, Dex, it was. Look, we entered here. Bit of lag. Look to the tick, to the tick, and that was my draw. But if your stop was here, it would have been fine. But it's okay if you hold for longer. Any questions for that trade? We're cooking. We're actually cooking. Every day is a new day, and we're actually learning something every day. Which is, I'm glad that you guys are here watching. This is a good session. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, any questions? I don't want to go stop. Yeah, we don't want to learn lockout. Go do that's pretty good to be honest. I will learn lockout sometimes. But do you guys have any questions? Fridays low prob, yeah, 30 points on Fridays. New rule: Fridays and Mondays, 30 points only. Yeah, if Friday has no news, obviously. Could you have to take a premature entry when price closed above C of the CB? Yes, 100%. Here, yeah, 100%, 100 billion %. That's a good question, Supreme. 100%. The reason why is because my bias is correct. But technically, yeah, we kind of close within CE. So if you just waited one more candle and then the space there, you could enter off displacement. But yeah, 100%. But this rebalance candle was perfect. And that's what we entered off of, right? Telling us we're going higher. But you could have done that if you wanted to, but because you knew this 5 minute base was going to hold and you target your 30 points. So yeah, 100%. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, feel free to put on Osmond. Not recommended. Try go 50 points though. Just don't take more than one trade. You can't trade. Yeah, for real, for real. Okay, I'll go to the next day now. So do you guys understand the source bit I'm giving you guys? It's just so good. It's so good. Anyways, next day. It's currently 15th now, so we're halfway through. Okay, never mind. It's Saturday. Okay, Monday, bank holiday. Tuesday, prompt speaks, but that's very late, so that's fine. I've got questions. I think someone asked. Just got here. How much longer will the session go for? Until I finish the month, so probably another hour. Just one trade a day after I got two payouts. I'll chase the markets. Yeah, one trade a day is so important. One trade a day is so important, boys. That's why when I use Top Step, keep the lockout in touch. So, anyways, 4 hour is it going to load and be slow? Yeah, it is. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, we're going to go on 1 hour. 4 hours not as important right now. Okay, so what's price done since we've closed? Wow. Okay, we've moved quite a lot, right? Remember the bullish bias we had here? Moving nice. February was a nice month. We are now almost approaching all-time highs. That is my bias. We're just going higher. Let price do what it wants. And the 4 hour ES as well. We have this high that's been edging for years. So expecting that to get taken out eventually, but it's a Monday right now, and we have no news, I believe. Oh, it's Tuesday, sorry, because Monday was bank holiday. Is this Tuesday? It's a Monday. Let me go to Tuesday. That's bank holiday. Okay, basically the same day, but okay, okay. Anyways, let me go on Tuesday on ES as well. Okay, perfect. Okay, we've dumped before market open, but if I go on 15, what does price want to tell me? We have formed an SMT. This is an SMT where it can hold for the whole day, by the way. This isn't an SMT where, oh, I'm in a trade, I'm expecting to get disrespected and with the rebalance. No, this is an SMT where it may hold for a while. Now, the reason why this may hold for a while is because this is a rebalance for us to go lower on the higher time frame. Remember what I said? Bullish bias, but if an SMT forms, it's clearly going to manipulate within that massive 4 hour range and go higher. This is what we're getting right now, right? It's a 15-minute, 1 hour, and probably a 4 hour as well, but I can't load. It's a 1 hour at least. This S&T will definitely hold for a good time. So now my bias is bearish for now. And what has price done since that SMT has been formed? Strong candles down. Right, so the higher time from SMT, the longer it takes and the more it moves. And obviously the bias is bullish right now, but this SMT is going to make price rebalance on the 1 hour. Right, on the 1 hour it will make price rebalance at least. And we ask ourselves, where does price want to go after this SMT? These lows, maybe even down here. But let's just wait for price to move. Right, so I'm going to mark out these lows. So bear in mind, I'm using the exact same thought process I had with the other SMT day. SMT, I'm expecting it to be a rebalance, but it's a higher time frame SMT, not a low time frame one. So I'm expecting price to move a lot today. Bear in mind, Monday was bank holiday. And on weeks when Monday is a bank holiday, usually all 4 days move nice because Monday just didn't move. So obviously, the markets hold that volatility for the next day. Okay, so now we have at 44. So macro is about to open now, which we have a very nice PXL entry to go for. Targeting those lows. I'm going to wait for the 5 second. And I may jump straight in, depending on how this candle opens and closes. Opens like that, rebalance like that. Let's wait for this candle to close. Okay, I missed it. I didn't enter. Anyways, those draws got taken out. So the first entry was here where I said, but I missed it. I mean, there's no reason for price to come lower. I mean, higher after that PXL. Now our draws got taken out. Did they get taken out? Yes. Yes, they did. Remember what I said? Higher time frame rebalance. This SMT is causing a higher time frame rebalance. This SMT higher time frame rebalance. Yeah. So I'm still valid to be bearish if price closes nice and strong bearish within these lows here. So the 15 is like that. So let's see how price moves after taking out those lows. Okay, see, we're displacing lower. Okay, so we now displace much lower. Okay, we go on the hourly, we check what price wants to do. Unfortunately, my 4 hour doesn't load, which is very annoying. So I'm just going to go on this 4 hour. We see price clearly wants to go lower. So I'm going to consider shorts. All right, we're just coming lower. It's a continuation day, right? First leg, rebalance. Second leg, I want to see a rebalance during macro. Perfect. Aligns perfectly with my narrative and my thought process. Okay, we've now come up. We've had basically that little PXL range, but I'm expecting price to at least 5-minute BC rebalance. That's what I want to see right now. So let's see what price does. Okay, that looks pretty bearish. I'm gonna wait 40 seconds though, because now we could actually just tank even more. 30. Yeah, so do you guys think shorts now is valid? I think this is a day where we just completely melt until like at least 10, 10, 20, 10, 30. So do you guys think shorts are valid right now? My screen recording is so slow. Don't get, okay, not optimal, but yeah. There is nothing against our short bias right now. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing. We swept these lows and we're going lower. Too much down with no proper rebalance. That's a smart thing to do. But there are days when price just continues to go lower. But I'm gonna wait for candle to close first because maybe we get a towel soup and then price rebalances higher and then comes lower. So that's one thing we need to be aware of. So let's wait for candle to close. What did I just say? I just called it, guys. I just bro, it's like a language. It's literally like a language. What did I just say? Yeah, so Julian said not enough displacement for not too much down for no proper rebalance. And I just said, yeah, so let's wait for like a manipulation leg for us to go higher. What do we just do? A towel soup. Meaning we manipulate higher. Yeah? Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys looking at this chart right now think right now it's too late for shorts and wait for a proper rebalance? Yeah? Yeah, so the reason why I'm expecting a yes, exactly. Potential the reason why I'm expecting that is because we formed in a turtle soup now. This tells us price wants to rebalance. Now, if this turtle soup doesn't hold and we come lower, we can then potentially target more price, and we're just truly very strongly bearish. But I want to see, bear in mind, it's 950, so it perfectly aligns with this next 5-minute rebalance fill. So I want to see price go higher. What are we getting? Higher price. Now, these are how these power trade guys trade, like they do stuff like this. But anyways, that's not the topic. So 5-minute is now being filled. Bear in mind, we can see this 15-minute go higher now. So let's be aware of that. Equal lows on ES, not an SMT really. So I want to see this 5-minute CB hold and then we go lower. So I'm waiting for this 5-minute CB rebalance here. It's like a rebalance, right? It doesn't have to feel proper CB. So let's just wait. Okay, so now we have 1 more minute left till this 5-minute closes. So now we look very bullish, but not yet. I want to see what price does. Okay, 5-minute close opens in 50 seconds. Let's see this. If price tanks now and the spaces past these bissies, we can short. That's what I'm waiting for. Do not pattern trade SIBIs and anything like that or PXLs. Wait for the opposing rebalance, opposing imbalance to get disrespected. So I'm keeping my eye on ES right now. So I can try to enter shorts, but I keep my eye on ES. My eyes on ES, my eyes on ES as well. Okay. Okay, we might go higher now. It was 5 minutes open, 15 minutes, pretty nice towel soup. So do we get a rebalance? Okay, now at this point, we don't look like we want to go lower anymore. I want to see at least this CB get disrespected for us to consider some longs, because I don't think this may not be enough. Okay, that's like an old turtle soup to us to go lower. We've got some turtle soup SMT. So now there are these bissies that I want to see price just shove their face in. Okay, there's I'm just said that again. Okay, so now what are we doing on a high time frame? This is so good. This is actually amazing to see. Turtle soup these lows. We're gonna go higher. No, we're not. We're coming right back down. My bias is so bearish, and I think price is gonna displace very strongly right now. Or maybe this bissy holds. Let's just see what price does though. I'm still bearish. I want to see this basically get displaced through. Okay, 5 seconds left. Close. Right. Shorts now are very good. Problem is, it's a bit late. Right, we have a low entry. Yes, there's an SMT, but this ain't holding anymore. Your true stop is there, and your true target is kind of confusing because we did take out those lows, and I'm going to wait. But if this is space lower, it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. I didn't take it. I'm gonna wait for re-entry. So that entry was nice, but I missed it. I'm gonna take a proper entry now. I want to see a price is being really nice right now. I want to see price flip. I want to see price flip. Nothing much just yet. So bear in mind, if we took those shorts, we'd be struggling right now anyways. So 10 a.m. is opened here. Looks a bit iffy right now. The shorts were Bailey over here already. And the valid shorts were like just after this PXL, but we didn't touch that. And we could place higher now. Okay. Nothing to short of just yet. Okay, what about this? Looks a bit sticky though. Do you guys think shorts right now is clean? Oops. Shouldn't SLB displacement come down in targeting swing low? Also be inverse to be below the draw. Risky candle closure. Shouldn't SLB displacement candle down targeting swing low? Yeah. Candle closure, nice. Let's do that. Even though it's, yeah, 45 seconds. Let's wait for candle closure. That's very good that you guys are noticing that. You don't want to pattern trade PXL. Let's wait for candle closure. Look, if you did not wait for candle closure, you got stopped. See? Well done. I definitely tested you guys there. Anyways, so now we look like we're going higher. We're in this Sibi. So realistically, right, if we go through optimal trades, it's when we displace passes at 9:45, which I missed. And then from there, we haven't really got much. You could have took an entry there and then targeted that internal low, but that's almost 30 points. That's fine, but I want to see something big. I want to see something massive, you know? So, okay, so we're in this like this PXL range again. The 5 minute, the 15 minute now is kind of flipping. So let's get the busy disrespect and I'm in. I'm in. Okay, let's see if you disrespect it. Nothing just yet. No disrespect again. See, we're not disrespecting this busy, but we're not displacing high either. So it's very manipulative. There we go. Okay, so now, even though it's 10-10, it's fine. Either take the day off or take this entry and that's it. But what do you guys think now? What do you guys think now? Even though it's quite late. Yes, suspect less points. I like it. You guys think now is good? Better now? For sure. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so 30 points is here. This is very, very, like, kind of risky, not gonna lie. It is kind of risky. It is kind of risky, ain't gonna cap. Ain't gonna cap is kind of risky. I ain't taking it though, because it's 10 tenths. I'm not gonna take it. This is why it's risky, see? Right? After 10:07, you don't take a trade. Look what happened to me. So what price is doing, right? It's being very, very, very manipulative in the high time frame. We tell sweep these lows, we're expecting price to come lower because we displaced so much, but then price is now reversing. And now we're seeing higher price. We're gonna see higher price now. That was a true stop loss, and now we're gonna see higher price. I've got 1 minute to show you guys as well. Yeah? So on this day, obviously I haven't taken any trades yet. I didn't take anything. Oh, hold up. Oh, now we go bearish. That's a bit weird. Okay, anyways. This is too late. This is the optimal entry. This rebalance after total with these highs and coming low. I guess you could enter here anticipating this CB to get disrespected because that's your nice entry as well. This day is quite kind of difficult, right? The price wasn't aligning with our time, so that's fine. It's okay to miss a day. So we displace lower, rebalance, displace lower, rebalance, expecting this to hold. It does. You could have entered like there, but that's if you're advanced, or there, and then you're expecting this CB to get disrespected. Basically, sorry, and then the price displaces lower, targets is that low. But I wait for too much confirmation, so that's fine. The price go lower eventually. A bit iffy. Anyways, any questions for this day? I think the optimal entry was off this PXR in the beginning, but I didn't take it. Could I show you the trade? Yeah, just send it through, bro. For real. Yeah, exactly. Anything after 10:07, you just want to get off and come back PM session, guys. Yeah. So anything after 10:07 New York times, come back PM session. So yeah, unless you don't want to trade PM. What do I even do here? Um, I mean, your bias was right, and I'm assuming you entered. I don't even know how you entered, bro. Did you enter? Oh, shit, you just got to stop, bro. You just got to firm the stop. You were in chops. You missed it, bro. Confirm the stop. I think that's what you do, bro. Because look, there's nothing to work with. Based on the model of opportunity 10 before cents. Exactly. This was like fine. I think so. It was, yeah. Flank. That's very nice. That's clean. That's clean. Yeah, you got stop there. So it happens, bro. If you entered there and then you put stops there, I mean, your TP got hit, no? If your TP got hit, either your stop loss got hit in 1 minute or your TP got hit in 5 minutes. So you're good to go. It's either one of them, which is actually good. Anyways, next day. Um, I need to quickly check something on my phone just in case. Hold up. Okay, let me check news first. Okay. Wednesday, we have FMC meeting minutes, and Trump speaks at 2 a.m. my time, which is weird. He speaks on one day. Anyways, someone said something. That is valid, Nog. That is valid. Yeah, that is the what the flip. That is the valid entry that I mentioned, but I didn't take it because it was too fast. But that's valid entry. Well done, bro. So we have no news. I'm gonna finish this week, then we'll come back after 5 minutes. I'm gonna take a little break. We're gonna take a little 5 minute break and we'll hop back on. So you guys stay on the call. So we have CPI for that's not pound, that's okay. FMC minutes, that's all we have. Actually, I'll finish this day, then we'll do the 5 minute break. Yeah? Because we'll be on this for a while. I'll give you guys like a 5 minute break and then we'll hop back on. Anyways, so we have price displacing lower. So I'm assuming we're bearish. Nothing much to work with right now. Let's let the macro model tell us what we're gonna do. So let me just do this. So macro opens, we take out these lows, we displace higher. Let's see if we close above these highs. We don't, we displace back down again. Now it's 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, and now 44. Okay. So far, SMT. Now this is an SMT where, okay, it's going to rebalance and go low. No, this is a true SMT right now because the bias is not bearish. The bias is bearish. This BISI held eventually. So this SIBI, this BISI inverse, this BISI is getting inverse, this SIBI respected. This is the draw. Simple, right? This SMT is with us. This SMT is not against us. This one right here. So I'm expecting price to displace right now. Let's see what price does though. That's a nice rebalance. Okay. I am not seeing anything just yet, right? There's nothing to work with. Let macro move. It's okay if we take a layer entry. Okay, now bow. We displace lower. Yes, there's an SMT. So I want to see a rebalance now. Just a slight rebalance into this range and I'm in, I swear. Okay, strong displacement lower. Okay. Okay, so now if you want to take this, go ahead, right? Do not get scared as an SMT. The bias is ES and NQ are pretty much in the same area right now, right? Look, the area, this area right here. So I'm expecting sales. So what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to enter, and if there's a rebalance, I'm willing to accept it during my drawdown because I'm expecting price to be very, very bearish right now. So I'm going to enter now. Wrong path. I keep doing this. Hold up. Okay, I'm going to enter now, and I'm expecting price to, if we do rebalance, that'll be great. I don't mind. But because we displaced past the slow, I'm putting my stops above here and I'm going to target. I'm expecting speed and efficiency lower. This, too much. But I'm targeting it. Let's just see what price does first, obviously. And I'm going to throw after. This candle is very important, by the way. Very, very important. So there's a rebalance. We could have waited for a rebalance. Oh, edged. Pretty scary right now. Ain't got cap. Yeah, okay, we might get stopped right now. Okay. So anything off displacement, you would have got stopped out here. Hold up. Okay, stopped out. Let me follow the trade. Okay, so at this point, we would have stopped the loss right there because we had an SMT here and I expected price to displace the low, but it's SMT held, which is completely fine. So that's our first entry. We took a stop. Let's see what price actually does today. We rebalance higher, and I guess I didn't follow my plan. You know how I said SMT we expect to rebalance? We got that. I don't know why I entered off displacement. Anyways, it's fine though. So yeah, SMT we expect to rebalance. We got that. So pretend that first trade didn't happen, right? So it's very, very choppy right now. I expected displacement and we have to go lower, but we didn't get that, and I should have waited more. So that's why displacement entries are difficult to catch, because something like this can happen to you. So yesterday's displacement entry was perfect, but today's was more harder to catch. So let's wait. We have now rebalanced higher, but ES is just doing this, which is not nice to see. So right now, nothing much. Now we look bearish because the 15 minute has rebalanced now. Now we look pretty bearish, and I'm willing to take this now. This time with proper. Yes, there's no manipulation like a towel soup or anything like that, but because we're accumulating so much. There we go. So this entry was too premature that I took here. Let's see what price does. Okay. Rebalance candle, 10 a.m. opened. Okay, there's price tanking there. Okay. Remember what I said I was targeting, by the way. So what price is doing right now, right? Let me just, I think it was like there. Is it that now? Yeah. Okay, so what price is doing right now, right? We know the bias is bearish from what we're seeing. We're not seeing any form of bullish price action. The first entry was stupid. I saw the SMT, I didn't realize it properly. We expect to rebalance, right? What did I say? SMT against you, expect to rebalance. There we go. The rebalance doesn't have to be a total soup. It doesn't have to be a fair value gap fill because we didn't get any of that. Right? There's nothing. We're just chopping. We're just like rebalancing. Ultimately, we're just rebalancing. Then these candles told me a lot of stories. This one, and this one, and also this one. What do they mean? What are they doing? They're wicking lower, but closing bearish, meaning it's manipulating downwards. What happens when we manipulate downwards to one side like this? I'll draw out for you guys. Like if we're manipulating like that, we're just doing that. Eventually, we'll just flood. That's what price does, right? It generates liquidity, floods. Vice versa for buyers as well. It does that, it does that, it does that, and it just does that, right? So S&T against you, expect to rebalance. Candles telling me we're going lower. Entered. Had my stops perfectly above this high. Did not take it because I lost that first trade because I was an idiot. But other than that, let's see if the straw gets hit. Look, so far only bearish candles, right? Again, we're doing the same thing. We're just manipulating lower, trying to go lower. There you go. See what I said? Manipulating lower, bang, flood. That's how NQ moves. Yeah, is this a Wednesday as well? So it's pretty good. So now at this point, this draw is pretty close. And this is more than 30 points. So you could close or just try your stop loss. So your stop loss would have been hit there, but I'm gonna see if this draw gets hit. And look, this is why you don't want to wait for too much. But I'm not in a trade, so I'm willing to just check what price wants to do. So look, it just takes too long. And like, look, you're in drawdown again. Bear in mind, this is the thing that I expected. I think SMT with ES, that's what happens. So now we're gonna get stop loss. Okay, anyways. So your 30 points is there. That's fine, right? Obviously, 30 points to 50 points, but obviously you want to troll. So whenever you're in a trade, no matter how much you think the draw liquidity is correct, troll at 30 points, no matter what, or close. Okay? So yeah, SMT expected a rebalance. Those candle wicks told me we're going lower and we came lower. So there's not one imbalance here other than this one, which is way too high up. So just because there's no imbalance doesn't mean price won't move. It's just very wicky. That's literally it. On the 15 looks much more clearer, right? Rebalance lower for this PXL. Right? So that's the trade. This was premature by me. I entered off displacement, didn't realize it was SMT with this low. Right? And then obviously ES is clearly the leading index because it's moving so much. What do you think of the 1082 confirmation PXL entry? Uh, Bang, that's perfect. That's a great entry. Great entry. Amazing entry. Do you think once price hits 30 points is best to troll? Yeah, all close, bro. Pro all close. Look what price done. You're in shorts. Bro. Once it hits 30 points, just troll. And you'll probably hit 30 points no matter what anyways. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna do a 5 minute break, yeah. So once it hits, okay, right now it's so wherever you live, right? For me, it's 10:20. For you guys, it might be like I don't know, 4:20, 5:20, whatever. Once it hits that 25 on the clock, okay, it's for June, it's 11:20, whatever, what time it is for you, but it's 20. Once it hits 25, we're back on, yeah. I'm in London, yeah. So I'm just literally 5 minute break. AM. So once it hits 7:25, 3:25, okay, 5 minute break. So I'm gonna type it on 5 minute break. Let me pause the recording so people that are watching this don't have to wait 5 minutes. On board. So if you guys are watching, obviously you'll see it at the same time. Anyways, next day, uh, Thursday, the 20th of February, we have 8:30 news, and that's about it. And then that's about it, yeah. So I'm gonna go to the next day. I'm gonna get everything set up, and then obviously you guys are gonna come back as well. I was lagging so much though. Okay, there's Thursday. Yep. It's not anywhere. Anyways, so this session has been very good. Like, can you guys hear me? Am I speaking? I think I am. Yeah. This session has been very good. Where in terms of like source, like the SMT source, has been very good. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, please load. Like when it gets to my computer is so slow, it doesn't load. 4 hour time frame never loads. Anyways, now the bias is now very choppy. So we're towards the end of the month. The first half of the month was very nice, right? We had this basically like bumps, and then these pumps were very good. So whenever we have price like this again, it'll be really nice. Anyways, we're in 20th. Right now, the bias is just iffy. We are clearly trying to manipulate, trying to come low against these lows. So I'm eventually going to be bearish one day. And Thursdays are sometimes just normally bearish. Like naturally, Thursdays can be bearish. Anyways, 1 hour, nothing much. But there is an SMT with this week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, very nice SMT and inverse gap on ES. So I won't be surprised if price just melts straight away. There we go. After sweeping these highs out first though, and forming another SMT. So yeah, okay, so now macro is about to open soon. We just came low and are going higher again. So okay, never mind. Now that really validate, that's a mad pump. Okay, mad pump. Okay, this is very like weird. I don't have to explain it. Like we just completely melted. We've taken out these lows on ES. I'm expecting these lows to get taken out in Q as well. I want a rebalance because this is too big. I don't want to just enter off displacement and price just goes lower. That's a nice rebalance in PXH. And the price will just go lower. Okay, never mind. To me personally, this isn't enough for me. I remember what I said. Opposing SMT, expect to rebalance. Now, if that doesn't work, by the way, because market isn't perfect, right? Things may happen that doesn't go your way. Doesn't mean you done something bad. You just didn't enter a trade. You didn't get stopped out. You didn't lose money. So right now, at this point, I'm seeing opposing SMTs. I want to see a rebalance. Simple as, right? SMT is with these type of laws. Now we're not gonna marry this type of concept where we see opposing SMTs and we just expect a rebalance, right? We have to zoom in and just use that as an idea, as a confidence boost that we're gonna go lower after rebalance. So we're gonna rebalance now. Our rebalance can be 1 wick, a rebalance could be 5 wicks, who knows? Let's just see what price shows me. I want to see price go higher just because I want to Sibifo. Okay. Will this be a tail soup? If far it is, so now I can see more sales unless this candle flips bearish, and then we're truly gonna be bearish. Like something like that looks pretty good. Okay. Do you guys think sales are good right now? I think it might be too early though. Okay, what about now? Yeah. It's just the flank, it's just the SMT source, like I mentioned before. Do you guys think now is good? No and yes. Well, okay, what have you got so far, right? We've taken out these lows here. We rebalance upwards, now we're coming lower again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna enter here. So we haven't entered just yet. Let's see if price tags it. Okay, yeah, see? It's like a limit. So yeah, entry nice is good. There we go. See, what did I do there? It's a bit of a weird type of way of entering, but I expected displacement beneath these lows and we got that. So there's the entry, and the stop was supposed to be up there or up here, depending on how you feel. But the reason why I was very confident in sales is because we turtle stooped. I'm gonna mark it out for you so you see this clear as day. We turtle stooped this low, expecting a rebalance. We got it there, PXL, bang, very bearish. When you see a rebalance like that and close like that, you know price is gonna go lower. Now I've missed the entry, I didn't actually execute. And I can't be able to go back in time. So I'm just gonna let price move and try to catch another entry and hopefully it's the best. But this is the entry you want to catch, by the way. And you want to target this low, and that's your thought, basically 40 points. Now I wanna, yeah, that's your 40 points, and it's a Thursday, so like I said, remember I said in the beginning, Thursdays tend to be bearish days, and look, we just got that here. Anyways, we could target down there as well. So I'm just gonna do that for now, and hopefully we get a rebalance and I enter properly. Oh, we're not getting it, are we? How unfortunate, huh? No, I'm not gonna look for longs now. But how unfortunate, huh? There's no news either. Why did this work? Explain to you why this worked. So go on 15. What do we see? SMT and turtle soup, right? We displaced higher, but then we closed for turtle soup. That's valid, right? So we see market open doing that, right? We displaced lower, etc. Cool. Now 45 opens and I missed the entry. I was like, let me just wait. Wait a bit more is not a problem. We then formed like a slight SMT and we expected a rebalance. The rebalance was very, very small. What did we do? We just rebalanced up here into this PXL range. Not this SIBI, just here. Candle closure here, entry there. Unfortunately, I didn't take it. Kind of annoying. And we then just moved 90 points. Right? Strong. Hello? That never happened. Excuse me. Thank you. Anyways, 90 points just like that. It's a classic continuation day where you will get left behind if you don't enter. Right? So I just have to read every candle carefully. This is why I mainly mentioned in the beginning. I'm going to read through every candle carefully. Now, it's just pure displacement, nothing much. And if you miss that entry, you cannot. I mean, you could wait for another entry. It's only 53. So what I'm going to do is let's pretend that we never entered that entry. We're going to enter lower. But now we've taken a lot of entries. Now longs now is a bit scary. You don't want to catch a falling knife. I wouldn't be surprised if you chop right now. Okay, so far you're letting price rebalance, right? Let's pretend we never entered that entry. We have a 5 minute SIBI there. Let's see what price does, right? Okay. Okay, so far I'm expecting price to at least come higher a little bit more. Oh, never mind. We're just going lower. And then you can enter there. So this is a pure displacement day. Let's just go lower. Yeah, wow, okay. Very nice bearish day. So entries are very difficult to catch here. Very, very difficult, right? So you want to enter off displacement on these days. But the reason why I entered here is because you tell soup these highs, I mean these lows, I'm expecting a rebalance. We get the rebalance, we come all the way up here, we close down here. I'm willing just to enter off this next candle closure. Right, manipulating to the downside, sell off, and more sell-offs. And really and truly, you'd have to enter here again if you want to enter. But this is a hard day to catch. This is a very hard day to catch. Like, if you didn't catch a trade here, it's completely fine. These days are very rare. When's the last time you seen price do this? And now, we're just going to chop around and then maybe look for longs, but that's macro over. And you could catch longs here, but that's too late. But these sell-offs I caught here, perfectly fine. So this was my... I should have taken it, but I didn't. But I did mark it out. I did say to you guys, this may work. So what did I do first? Obviously, I didn't enter straight away, right? I waited until price hit my area. So my area was actually here. My entry was right there. And my stop was here. Actually, that's too big. It was here. The reason why it's there, because that's the PXL rebalance. You guys see that wick? Right in there. Perfect. Turtle soup, rebalance, displacement lower, PXL, rebalance. Wait for one more form of displacement to say we're going to go even lower than this low. Yes, the entry was kind of weird, but we got in. And then displacement as soon as price moves. And after 3 candles, I think our TP got hit, which was that external low. I'm gonna mark out so I can see this properly. Yeah, it was right there. 90-point move, which is obviously when you want to catch. You want to catch at 30, or like I said, like I've been saying this every single time, 30 is there. Bring your stop loss there after the candle closes, and let price move. You'll call another 60 points. Don't know why it keeps bugging like that. Anyways, any questions for this trade? It's a bit of a difficult trade. When there is no internal structure, I don't like trading. There's just too much uncertainty. Yeah, 100%. If you don't want to trade it, don't. Oh, is my mic cutting a little bit? Is it better now? It's because I think I get too close to the microphone. Is it better now? Yeah, I get too close to the microphone. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, what I was saying is that the PXL rebalance is literally what hooked. And if you don't want to trade it, stay 100%. My question is, why don't you wait for the rebalance into that 1 minute imbalance? You're talking about running. Are you talking about this one here? because I saw displacement below this low, and we've got the rebalance here, and we just displaced lower, and we took out this low. Once I see price taking out this low, I'm expecting a rebalance here, and we never just got rebalance up here into the PXL, and we just came lower. But if we keep displacing to one side, expect these to get left behind. This and the 5 and 15 as well. The 15-minute gap here. So don't try and marry bissies if price is too fast for you. And if price is too fast for you like this day, don't bother entering. It's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with not entering. Nothing wrong with not entering. I'd rather you not enter than enter at the end of the day. Anyways, it's looking slow. Yeah, fake tail soup, yeah. But his accent's majestic. I think you have noise cancellation on. Do I actually? But I have some doo-doo mic, it was like £30. These days are F, not gonna lie, because we could just reverse into 5 minute every time. What about the internal PXH2 at internal at 10:15? But that's too late, bro. It's too late. It's too late. Are you talking about here? Way too late. You're talking about here, innit? Yeah, way too late though. It's too late. Too late. If you're not in a trade here, just call it a day, bro. You could try that, but it's too late. But someone said, Julian said, yeah, these are F because we could just rebalance in the family every time. It all depends on what price shows you. We will only get a rebalance if this turtle super is valid and we get a rebalance there. But this turtle super is so fake, it just displays right after. So whenever you get a turtle super of any type of high or low, and then price just spaces through it, expect it to just melt. That's more than likely going to happen. Yeah, turn that off, Mike. Am I lagging or is it kind of a little? Make sure this is off, that's suppression. Oh, it's on. It's off. My noise suppression is off. Is it much easier now? Bro, is it much easier now? Can you guys hear me more clear now? Yeah? Oh, flip sick. Oh well, anyways. I'll make sure that's for next time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Always wait for candle closure after towel soup. Yes, Jacob, correct. Always wait for candle closure. Can you do a step-by-step guide to the strategy? I mean, the strategy depends on what market shows you, but for this day, and in my, I will show you the next day. It's much easier than just doing the same day again. All right, so pretend we want to see the strategy straight away. So what we do first, obviously, we go on a high time frame. So this is the next day again, which is pretty much the same idea, right? Exactly the same as yesterday. Okay, so news we have PMI at 45, and we have orange fold at 10. So I'm willing to trade before 10 and maybe hold depending on what price is telling me. So what I do first is I go on a 4 hour and a 1 hour and I check what price is telling me to do. So obviously right now my 4 hours not loading, so I'm just going to 1 hour. So we are in the Sibi here that we formed literally the day I traded. Look how price moved, it's crazy. So this day was very strong. We had this SMT that I said to you guys, and look how much we melted. We melted 300 points, which is an like you get that like once every 2-3 weeks. So anyways, so we have another SMT at price formed again, which is with this one and this one. We have this BISI. So right now my first initial thing is what's the higher time frame telling me, and where's the draw? So we have this BISI, but we do have half an hour left. But looking at this, I'm telling myself we're gonna melt again. We have 45 news. I'm gonna wait till 45. So let's let price move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14 is there. What have we seen? We've seen the 1 hour disrespect busy on the hourly very nicely now. We've taken out this low, which has been taken out yes already. So I'm expecting the price to come lower. The 15-minute, very nice and bearish. On these days, you just have to wait, boys. It's too much movement for you to try to catch an entry. Way too much. Like we've just displaced heavily, right? Even though it's 130 points, we've displaced heavily. So at this point, right, what do we mark out? From watching what price is doing, why is it not straight? Is that straight? That's straight. So we have displacement, 1 minute rebalance, displacement. I'm expecting a 1 minute rebalance. Now, how do I expect a rebalance? Any form of manipulation on my days, what do we see here? A slight baby SMT. And what's price doing right now? Rebalancing. What do we see? Nothing much, but we have a 15-minute candle opening. Also, I want to see this as a fake towel soup. I want to see this as a fake towel soup. I don't want it to be raw towel soup. I want it to be fake, and we can continue lower, or if this area gets inverse, we can try to continue higher. But let's see what price does. We're going to 5 seconds. So you guys get what I'm trying to say here. I call this a fake towel soup. So I'm expecting price to rebalance. But we have a towel soup and SMT on the opposing direction, while the bias is bearish. I'm expecting a rebalance. So we're not gonna enter now, because if you enter now, especially if news is in 1 minute, You're gonna get stopped. So let's watch price go up. That's all we have to see right now. There you got stopped already. Okay, now we're in that PXL range. Tiny 5 minute Sibi as well. Looking pretty good right now. We're not bearish just yet. Let's wait for candle close. 15 and 10 and 5 and 0. Okay, so at this point, there's no like bissies for us to say, yes, let's get inverse and go lower. We have to just work with the Sibis and what we're seeing right now. Now, is this enough manipulation for you guys to consider shorts? Me personally, it is kind of enough, but the 5 minute does close in 4 minutes, right? So I want to see what this next candle shows me. We're gonna go into 5 seconds, that's fine. Okay, so this next candle is telling me we are going higher. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark out C of this candle and let's see if it touches it. Okay, touches it. Let's see if it reacts. Okay, no reaction just yet. So we are going higher. So we're marrying this PXL entry right now. Yeah, you don't want to enter here. Yes, we candle close, but wait for some displacement. We didn't get displacement. You're getting stopped out. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so far we just inverse the Sibi. It's now currently 47. This 5 minutes getting inverse as well. I'm currently still pretty bearish, but now price wants to go higher. We may fill in this Bissy again. We may want to come for that low and fill this Bissy again. So I'm going to keep my eye on these on what ES wants to do because ES is very bearish compared to NQ. The 5 minute, nothing much either, just a bunch of wicks. So I'm waiting for this next candle here. I want to be bearish more than bullish. I do want to be bearish more than bullish, but let's see what price gives me. Okay, so far now we're getting some wicks lower. We have this little like miniature towel suit, but it's cool. ES finally folded nicely. Let's wait 5 more seconds. 25, 25, 15, 10. What's price done there? We completely inverse. We fill the Sibi, sorry, and now we're going higher. So I won't be surprised if price goes higher. Okay, but ES is going lower. That's one thing I need to be wary of. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. There's nothing much to work with. Okay, here we go. We've got some displacement, ES going lower. Do you guys think right now it's time to enter? Let me go on Discord. So we've got to know, rebalance off the body, kind of, yes. You want to wait? Yes, we've got some weights and no's and yes. Let candle close could be a fake SMT. We do have momentum, wait for SMT. So I think the SMT you're talking about is this high. Actually, there is an SMT. Is there an SMT? Yeah, this one here. There's a slight baby SMT, and that's what price is doing right now. Let's go on the 5 minute. We have 30 seconds left till the 5 minute closes. So I wouldn't mind waiting. Let's wait. Let's wait, boys. Okay, so we have missed a lot of entry right now. That's fine. Okay, now the five. Okay, let's pretend we never enter that trade. Now you're looking at this and thinking, okay, we have enough SMT again, so we will rebalance a tiny bit. We're gonna go lower soon. Bang. Okay, so now we kind of missed the entry here, but I'm waiting to short now. Stops above here. So my short here was pretty good, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Let's just target. What does price want to go? That's obviously a massive target. You don't want to do that. But do you guys think shorts now is the play? So for manipulation against a narrative, wait for either the manipulation to get raped or wait for manipulation to rebalance in the displacement direction. Yes. Now it's too late because we can rebalance. Yeah, it is too late, but let's just enter now because we've kind of missed the entry already, but it's okay. This S&T isn't holding just yet. Let's just go for it, boys. There's displacement lower. Okay, you could have entered there because that's like price taking out the low and wanted to go lower still, so that's pretty good. Let me go in 1 minute. Actually, I want 30 seconds quicker. Okay, so now it looks pretty bullish at the moment. Did EF take out anything? No, it was just chilling. Okay, that's 10 a.m. news, orange folder news. So now news came out. We're looking pretty weird. We're looking pretty weird. Okay, look, don't let news scare you. I think 30 points has been taken out though. So I didn't even think about news because I didn't care because right now, 60 points. Wow, okay, we're moving. So you could have closed anyway here, but I'm willing to hold. Okay, it's working. At this point, I want to trail my stop loss. Let me actually add my stop loss first and then trail. I'm willing to go break even, so let's let it be there for now. And let price move. So this is not a realistic trade you want to take. I'll tell you when you guys should be closing. But I'm just doing it for the stats. Okay, there we go. So the trade played out eventually. So yeah, I'm gonna close for that. How much is that? 3K, cool. Anyways, New York Fridays and Mondays we close at 30 points. 100%. 100%. 100%. Anyways, this is a Friday, but the reason why this Friday is good is because we had a lot of news. PMI news. PMI Fridays, NFP Fridays, good days to catch more than 30 points. Why too late? It's Why too late if it's after huge displays for respecting 5 minutes, they'd be indicating to go even lower. What do you mean? Wait, I don't get the question. That's a good entry as well. Well done, XVX. You must not know husband. Anyways, if you're comfortable holding through 10 a.m., you know 10 a.m. 's taken. This might be a crazy candle, right? We honestly, our entry was up here, but we still caught a nice entry, keeping the stops valid. It's a big stop loss though, and we expected displacement. So it's a classic continuation lower day. Leg one, rebalance. Leg two, rebalance. Leg three, rebalance. Leg four, rebalance. Leg five. Now the best legs are usually the one that take the longest. Tomorrow we've got PMI news for 10 a.m. Do you think it's permissible to trade? Let me just quickly check that news. Actually, I'm gonna have to skip through that. I'll check at the end. Is it what type of PMI is it? Oh, I say wait for 10 a.m. But it all depends on what macro tells you guys. It all depends on macro tells you. But it's good for Monday, yeah. You said it's kind of late, but why? Though we had 5 minutes to be disrespect and displacement. By late, I meant as in like we missed like 30 points here, just here. But this is a bang off day. Now these days, why do you think this day worked? Because the higher time frame was obvious. SMT up here, Sibi respect and Bissy disrespect here. You expect price to go for these draws, and we took out this draw before 10 a.m. as well, so we expect price to completely melt. So yeah, good day, good day. Any questions for this trade though? Yes, wait. When should you close this? 30 to 50 points and just trail. And if you're strong, you're confident, you're drawing liquidity, just keep trailing as the draw goes lower or higher, depending on the trade. But you guys, if you're beginners and you're not profitable and just like you want to have a feel of how price works, just close at 30 and call it a day. Especially at this price section right now we have. Um, yeah, Julian answered you. Basically, it was late by just a few points. That's what I meant. It wasn't too late to actually enter. It was just late by a few points. Anyways, any questions for this day, and then we'll talk for tomorrow. Bro, Kartik, I dropped so much sauce today, bro. These guys know how much sauce I've dropped today. The actual reason, because some people have this question where they realize, okay, how do we know if we're going to rebalance and manipulate or just continue lower? Do you understand them days? Like yesterday, this is the day before. Did we rebalance or manipulate? No. How do we know that? But this day, we we did rebalance and manipulate. If days like that, obviously the SMT rule and stuff like that. Anyways, this price action will come anytime soon though. Once the high time frame clears itself out, the lower time frame will do its job. Anyways, now we're back on the Monday again. It's now the 23rd. Oh, wait, a Sunday, my bad. Monday, we have nothing but Trump speaking again, which is obviously casual with this type of PA. Anyways, 1 hour now. Okay, now at this point, bro, look at the dumps, boys. Oof, the whole day dumped, bro. Bro, look at those dumps. That's the 1 hour Bissy inverse. We entered down here. We closed here. Look how much it dumped. So when the high time frame's obvious, it's so good, bro. Oh man, I miss these days so much, bro. I can't wait for it to come back. I genuinely can't wait. Anyways, 15-minute time frame, we're just chopping about, not too much. So it's a Monday. I'm not going to force any trades at all, guys. Generally, because it's a Monday, we dumped 500 points on the Friday. So Fridays can be very high probability as well, depending on the news driver. So yes, market open. We come higher, we get placed lower. We clearly wanted to go lower. There is macro opens. We're going to 10 seconds from now. So once macro opens, you zoom out, you say, what's price doing? This low towel soup, this low displacement. Do you want to come lower or higher? There's a Bissy here getting disrespected, but we have to wait for this Bissy's hourly to come to close. So at this point in time, I want to see a rebalance higher a little bit. So this kind of opens. I'm seeing a rebalance higher. So there's a rebalance into what? There's a 5-minute CB. Oh, perfect. Everything's aligned right now. If we are truly bearish, let's mark out this 5-minute CB. I'm going pretty quick here, but I think you guys understand why, because it's pretty obvious right now. 5-minute CB. Let's wait. Okay, 5-minute CB gets tapped. Looks like that. 3 minutes left though. There's a Bissy there. Let's wait for that Bissy inverse. That'll be pretty good. On 1 minute here as well. PXL looks pretty nice. Now the reason why we rebalance is, look, this baby SMT. You see an SMT opposingly, you expect a rebalance. Whenever you see an SMT on a continuation day that's opposite towards where price is going, wait for the rebalance. Bang, we rebalance into this 5 minute Sibi. Okay, 10 more seconds. We have this Bissy down there. I want to see that get. Yeah, actually, I'm willing to enter. You guys think this is a valid trade? I always ask you guys this. Yeah, of course we're trading tomorrow. I'm gonna trade tomorrow. Before per market open 15 minutes. So someone said, so higher time frame bearish. Obviously, yeah. How do you know enter off that displacement? Because price is moving so fast. After we took out that low YB, we never showed any price going higher, so we just kept continuing going lower. So we just enter as soon as price distributes. You can wait for the you can wait for the BISI if you want. Yeah, wait for the BISI disrespect. No, you're not overthinking it. I'm not overthinking it. Yeah, wait for inverse. Okay, boys, we'll wait for inverse. So let's let price move. Okay. Okay, so now that's inverse. My entry's still fine. The reason why I don't think this BC is holding because we have nothing on ES. And we kept forming wicks. Like I can just tell price will go lower. So I'm just gonna enter where you guys told me to. Bang. Stops there. That's your valid stop. You can't have a worse stop than that. You have to be put it there. Obviously because your entry is lower. Now targeting. We'll target that for now. But this candle's important by the way, there's 50 seconds left. Oh, okay, there's a floods. Okay. Basically disrespect, you want to enter off the displacement of basically disrespect because now you're waiting for a rebalance so you just missed the entry and price just may tank. See my point, guys? Do you guys see my point here? Bissy disrespect, this Bissy is not holding for its dear life, bro. Let's be honest. Why do you think I entered here? I know this Bissy ain't holding. First of all, yes, no Bissy there at all, and it's a PXL. Second of all, this baby SMT rebalance high into this 5 minute Sibi. This 5 minute Sibi is holding for this dear life, right? I enter as soon as price displaces. Do not wait for a rebalance because you never got it. My target got raped, bro. So continuation days are so good with these models, guys. Look at that 4-hour deal, it's so clean like that. Exactly, last line defense is that Bissy and yeah, boom. Enter, there you go. Power speaks during PM, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, I'm trading AM. It's too easy, yeah, for real. Boys, the P&L's cooking though. I didn't even realize how many losing trades have I taken, but wait for the analytics, guys. This is when bro, I need to be more focused when I'm trading like this because it actually makes it easier for myself as well. Anyways, yeah, the 4-hour, yeah, bro. Look, I think the 4-hour may even go low. My 4-hour doesn't load, guys. Oh yes, boy. Oh yes, baby. Oh yes. Let's just go on. Let's just go on the 15 minute and see what price does. Oh boy. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at that. What did I say about displacement? Ent off displacement. I just knew this 5 minute Sibi was holding and I entered here. I just knew it was gonna work. Bissy is last line defense. And if you missed the entry, boys, don't get scared. Just slap it there. There's no reason for price to go high anymore. Slap it there. There's no last line defense anymore. Slap it there or there. And if you missed it here, at this point, you have to wait. Because now you don't know what price will do. So yeah. That's only 62 points, bro. But that's how much it moved. So these days, price was on a mad one. No ego before market one must be. Hype train is late. It gets freaky. Yeah, it's recorded, Hamza. It's recorded, don't worry. Was there S&T within inside this 5 minute Bissy? Good question. Let's look for it. So the 5 minute Bissy was. I don't think there was one on ES. There's a 5 minute Bissy there. Bro, look, NQ was lucky for you guys, yeah? Look at 935 on both pairs. There was an SMT with 940, yes. That SMT held and that's what happened. So we had an SMT with the 5 minute Bissy though, obviously. Would you make the love chance if this happens somewhere 100 billion%? After 30 points, how much do you trail? 50 or 75% of the position. After my 30 points, I trail to 30 and I target the draw on liquidity. That's what I do. And then I trail to 50. But it just depends on the day, guys. Tomorrow, I'm not going to consider targeting more than 30 because, bro, it's Monday. Yes, there is news though, so let's just wait to see. Targeting points is all based on what price is telling you. Don't keep it systematic. Only keep it systematic if you're like you just started trading and you're not confident in yourself. But if you feel like you can target more, try at 30. That's all you have to do. How do you know when you're being greedy? When you don't try to 30 points. 1, 2, 3. I'll do 2 minis. Maybe not 3. I'll do 2. How much do you know when you're being greedy? Yeah. So when you don't. You're only greedy if a drawn liquidity gets hit and you don't do anything with your stop loss or take profit. So my drawn liquidity got hit here, right? My TP was there anyways. So I would have been out by then. But you're only greedy, let's say this draw gets hit, right? You troll a little bit, at least, but at this point you just accept displacement. You're only greedy if you don't troll after a draw gets hit, or you don't close after a draw gets hit, or you don't close and you realize price may reverse on you. So now today's source has really helped me out a lot. Seeing an SMT opposing, if you're in a trade, right, and you see an SMT opposite you, you expect to rebalance, right? So that's what's gonna. That's bad. I think that was a Monday, guys. That was a Monday. Anyways, that was a Monday. Tuesday again, we have 10 a.m. news, but it's orange folder. So that was the Monday price action. All these sells. That's pretty good. So now on Tuesday, once again, my 1 hour is my. So this is the Monday, boys. Monday. We want to come lower. We're taking out these lows. Yep. Bro, look at this price action. I think these days I was making hella bread, bro. Anyways, this price action, hopefully it comes again. I hope it does. Because after this price action, tariffs got announced here. This price action was beautiful. Anyways, um, we have orange for the 10 a.m. news. We have, okay, what do we see so far? We have an SMT with this. No, we don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. Okay, so there's nothing to work with right now. Let's just let price move. Okay, displacement lower. We're just wicking about, so we are letting price give us opportunity if we are truly bearish. And that is 44. Once again, same exact scenario. We're just getting a PXH, but there is an SMT right now. So what do you expect? Some form of rebalance into maybe this 15 minutes busy for us to go lower when macro opens. This is all aligning perfectly, guys. This is all aligning so perfectly, right? So look, yes, it's kind of we have kind of have this little a small SMT right now. So we wait, we wait, we wait, we wait. Candle opens. Look, what did I say? We get okay. Now we took out that loss, so now I'm expecting this SIBI to hold. Let's see how this candle closes. 10. Okay, not holding just yet. Let's see what price does. Okay, now it's holding. 5-minute rebalance. I want to see this candle close. All right, boys, you want to short? Do you guys think shorting is the play right now? Yes, yes, yes. Short that. Yes, you're good. Trust me. Short right now off that small SIBI. Not even just off that small SIBI. More of PXL, guys. PXL and the 5-minute rebalance. So yeah, the draw is very close though. So what I'm gonna do here is the draw is right there. That's the only draw that's left. Yeah, this looks really good. I'm gonna go 2 minis just to make sure the P&L looks buff. And now the draw's been hit, right? Okay, so now you zoom out. The draw's been hit. We have a higher time frame SMT. So you want to at this point you want to at least break even if you're kind of scared of the trade. But I'm holding. Okay, look. What did I say? SMT expect to rebalance. This is the rebalance. This entry's perfect as well if you missed it. If you missed my entry. It's supposed to be like that. Anyways, we're looking good so far. My stop is massive, but it's completely fine. Now, what the hell do I target? Because this is going to flood too much. All right, we're going to target. At this point, we'll target this low, guys. Wait, did that just move? Anyways, I'm just going to see how. Whoa, that's bugging. Well, hold up. Oh no, that is perfect. That's perfectly aligned with my TP that I really drew. Okay, that's my draw. Bang. Now I haven't closed yet. Let's wait for some trails. I'm gonna trail my stop. I'm gonna trail my stop. Right? This is where you don't become greedy, right? You trail your stop. I'm trading right here. That's what I'm doing right now. So if price goes down, fine. Okay, wait for this candle to close. Now I'm trailing here. That's the original TP. I'm trailing more. Okay, bang, my trail got hit. Okay, cool. So technically, we just made this much. How much was that? Oh, we're up 11K flipping out. Anyways, this is 2 times greed. 100%, bro. It's just backtesting. I just know what's gonna happen, though. That's why I'm not wrong. Yeah, the reason why, bro, this target here is completely fine, right? Right there. But the reason why I know price will go lower is because there's nothing else to work with for us to go higher again. We are in a continuation day lower for these past weeks. Understand what market condition is. Understand what we're trying to do here. Whenever you, okay, let me tell you guys something. Right? Remember, okay, let me show you guys this first. This is on weeks when price is like this. This blue line aligns with this low. Right, I'm gonna go on the hourly and show you guys exact same low. It's right there, right? Okay, so let me hide drawings. Okay, notice when price forms lowers lows, when price forms lows, displaces through. Low, displaces through. Low, displaces through. Low, displaces through. Why do you think I held? Because I knew that was the last line of defense and price would just rip through it. Obviously, because we're in a continuation day, don't start doing this because you feel like doing it. No, you have to recognize what price wants to do. Low, breaks through, low, continues through, low, continues through. It's understandable if you guys think it's kind of greed, but I trolled, so I didn't do anything wrong. I trolled my stop loss, and I caught way more points just by trading. Just by trading. And because I understand these market conditions, I trolled my stop loss. Once I saw this, I trolled here. I saw this, I trolled there, and bang. And I won't be surprised if the price continues to go lower. That's what I'm saying. Low, this plays through. Now it's off the screen, guys. Bro, I missed out on how many points, bro? Another 200 points. Obviously, because these market conditions are really well to trade with. These market conditions aren't like that every day. There's no structure for reversals, exactly. If you know what you're doing, you're good. 100%. Look at these, bro. If you were to accumulate, would you get out? I would trail. Like here, I would just trail above this high, see what price does. We came low again. There's no accumulation and there's no line of defense for us to go higher means we're going to go lower. We're just manipulating. Simple as that. So if you recognize market conditions, you can catch more points, but only if you recognize it. If you do not recognize it, take your 30 and call it a day. Just do that. Simple. Anyways, that's that day. Even though price dumped another 200 points again. We're just gonna recognize. Look what happened here. That's the original TP that was like 20 points away. Look what price done again. I'm expecting this low to get done through until the actual target gets met, which is like these lows. I'm expecting this low to go through again. We're just forming lower lows and high lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. That's all we're doing. All right. Anyways, Wednesday we have nothing. We have Orange New Home sales news at 10, so I'm willing to hold. Relative equal lows here. We are in a 1 hour Sibi on both pairs. We have like a little turtle soup. This looks really good right now. I won't be surprised if price just tanks right now. So these are the days where you just wake up and price dumps. All right. Okay. So we're going higher now. Okay. What do we see? Perfect. Okay. This looks good. We see a turtle soups. We're expecting a rebalance. That's what we got. We got the rebalance. We're now taking out this high. We're just rebalancing on the high time frame, right? 15 minute looks like a nice rebalance. Do we have an SMT with this wick? That'll be pretty nice if we do. Oh, look, we do. How coincidental. What does this mean? We'll now rebalance a lot. A lot. We'll rebalance a bit more than just normal. So I won't be surprised if this BC holds right now. Okay, never mind. Market macro is now opened. So I guess that SMT that we saw is just for that much. So let's just see what price does. Displace through this Sibi does not mean we are bearish right now. Let's wait for this next candle. In the Sibi, 40 seconds left. 30, 20, 10, nothing. Is that enough for sales? No, it's not. This is not enough. What have we seen here as well? Baby SMT, meaning baby rebalance. Okay, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Look what has happened, guys. At 30, we're down here, but at 10, we're here. To my point, is that enough for sales? No, it's not. I can see price taking out this high and coming lower. Generally, that's what I can see. Okay, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Again, this is not enough for sales. You can see price flipping. At this point, we're just accumulating a lot towards the downside, meaning we're eventually going to melt. But let's let the low time frame tell me. Let's see if this TB holds. I want to see displacement below these wicks. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So you could enter longs if you want right now. Longs right now look pretty good. But me personally, I don't like trading against the high time frame trend. Generally, I don't. But I might have to. So do you guys think longs right now after this candle closes? Looks pretty good. Nah? Bang. Let me just refresh. Now SMT. If you don't long, longs right now look pretty decent, but I'll prefer to wait because I think 50 is opening in a few seconds. So okay, what's price done? We've taken out this high, so now I'm expecting price to come lower. Is that price coming lower? That could be, generally it could be. Okay. Ooh, now longs look pretty good. Now longs look pretty good. Stops below this wick. Target your 50 points. The reason why I'm saying this is because this S&T is external, right? This S&T held. We have an inverse gap. I'm expecting longs. I won't be surprised if we get a lot of accumulation when we enter. I won't be surprised. Let's see what price does. The reason why is because we're against higher time frame bias. So I won't be surprised if price, I just think my stop can get taken out, but I will not be surprised if price just accumulates a lot and doesn't displace a lot. Okay, that's our displacement. Okay, so we haven't moved 30 points. I will mark out 30 points just to make sure. 30 points is there. So you guys see, that's 30 points. Okay, so our 30 points have been hit. So you could close there if you want. Me personally, that door has been hit. S&T, yep. I think closing there was perfect, but I missed it. So I'm just going to wait. So now price is coming lower because we formed an S&T. So we expect a rebalance. Now we got, okay, I told you guys, accumulation. Okay. But I'm confident my draw is going to get hit. Wait for price to move. Okay, we're still moving. Now we've hit 30 points at 3 times. I had opportunities to close, but because it's backtesting. In real life, I would have closed at 30 points. Oh, bang. I literally said it here. I expect accumulation because we're against the high time frame trend. What do we get? Exactly that. Let me get my actual points though, please. No, I missed it. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, any questions? Any questions? Any questions on this trade here? Demon figure. This is a good example as to why we should never move stocks when targeting external liquidity. Thank you very much. Let's say, oh look, displacement, break even, bombed. Only time you control is once we have proper displacement. We never got displacements, we were just wicking. I trusted my trade. The reason why we took so long is because we're against high time from narrative. Just SMT held. Bang. And price will go higher for a bit more. You can see price going a bit more higher. There you go. And now I can see reversals. Because obviously reversal time is 10:30. Like 10:30 times price wants to reverse. Anyways, this was a good example of not closing 30 points. At the end of the day, our model is 3250 points, by the way. This was my invalid. I don't know if it was just I got lucky with no valid, bro. SO below the manipulation was valid. It was valid. You just had to go for some chops. Any experience with DOM footprints on volume profiles? No, can't lie, no. Do you think there's an early entry here or is the best? Um Struggling to see your stop. I think it's above that wick. Oh, that's perfect, bro. Early entry within that first bit, you just suspect through displacement, but your second entry is fine. 100%. Less you target, less you're worrying and stress. 100%, guys. That's why I keep saying to you, rail your stop loss at 30 points. And if you have a draw on liquidity in mind, like this draw, my 30 points would have got hit. We've been fine. Really and truly, like, it all depends on market conditions. Right now, just go that 30 to 50 and call it a day. Please do. If you want the highest winner as possible, just close at 30. It makes your life simple. Anyways, 27th of Feb, our P&L is looking crazy at 26.5% month, 27% month. Generally, probably the best month we've had yet. When's the last time I lost a trade? Anyways, next day. Loss of source here still, loss of source. Okay, next day is now 27th, second to last day. We have pending home sales orange news at 10 a.m. We've had 8:30 news unemployment claims. So we zoom out again. Okay, so right now we're popping again. Nothing much. I can see us going higher than lower, but let's let market open because right now the higher time frame. What did I say? The higher time frame is unclear. The lower time frame probably be worse. So let's go for it. Unless price makes the higher time frame as we see. Okay, there we go. That's massive displacement low. Very nice. We have now set this low. Okay, once again, we're seeing something that we like. Yes, we see an SMT. I am now bearish from the way price is displacing, and I want to see a rebalance off forming an SMT right now. That's all I want to see right now. Okay, we haven't got that just yet. Okay, we just told you that. Okay, so now we're getting rebalancing. That's PXL. That's the 5-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. This is also the 15-minute chart. We tell Super on ES, we fill these bissies. I'm expecting a rebalance at least. 1 hour bissie as well, so we could flip as well. So right now my bias is mixed. Right, it's very mixed. So let's watch. On the 5 minute, when you see rebalances, you go on 5 and 15. So 5 minute, we see this, so we don't see that much. So let's just wait. No pattern trading. Okay. So far, ES displacing nice, NQ not really. Looks good for shorts, but waiting for candle to close. Oh, okay. Is this basically going to get disrespected on ES? Okay, 20 more seconds. 10. Okay, now at this point there's an SMT now, so I missed the entry. So I'm waiting. Okay, 20, 10. Okay, so now this SMT still holding. I was willing to enter shorts right now, but this SMT still holding. So I expect a bigger rebalance now, maybe above here. Okay, Civi. Displacement. 20, 10. Oh my days, why did it skip like that? I was gonna enter shorts right there. Anyways, I'll try to enter shorts now. Realistically, your short entry should have been there, but I don't know why it skipped so much. So this is a massive stop. So I'm gonna just probably wait, but I can see it's going lower. Yeah, this is gonna go lower. Unfortunately, I missed the entry because price moved so fast. So I'm gonna wait. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, we're accumulating. Okay. Now, is this enough for shorts? PXL entry? Do you guys think this is valid? Obviously, I'll adjust stop soon. You wait for imbalances to get around on both pairs in case. Yes, 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Valid, valid, valid. We rebalance displacement. Yep. So we have 30 seconds left on a 5 minute on ES. I mean, it's a bit scary, not gonna lie. It's a tiny bit scary, but I'm willing to accept the risk. I'll go 1 minute though. And my stop is gonna be above this wick. It's a big stop as well, 40 points. And my target is, oh, perfect. It's clearly coming for this low. All right, let's watch price. Okay, perfect displacement. Okay, now we're approaching TP. TP smashed. Now I'm trailing there, just right there. It's completely fine. Okay, hit, bang. That's not being not greedy. At this point, like it's all about market experience. Like I expected this draw to get hit, but it's cool. I closed there, which was obviously this low right there. Well done, guys. That's a nice trade. Exactly. The SMT calls rebalanced again. Just saying that so not a thing to pattern tree. You feel me? 100%. That's my point, guys. High time frame when it's readable, the low time frame blesses you, bro. The low time frame just blesses you. And what did I say about the high time frame earlier, right? I would be surprised if we completely melt. There we go. See? Now we can go higher again. So we targeted a lot. We only put that much. Brian, I generally missed this PA, bro. Oh my days, this PA was so good. Anyways, next day, this trade was pretty simple, right? What did we wait for? Displacement. We had the SMT with this wick rebalance, and then we had the PXL right there. Entry off displacement. Could have waited a bit more. Starts above the wick, which is the rebalance candle, and 1 minute Civi respect. There's nothing targeting price to go higher. Absolutely nothing. We waited for the SMT for the rebalance already, and bang. On these days, you can target way more because you know price will just go one way, generally. That's why I don't mind targeting much more. But obviously, the rule is 50, 30 points to adapt to market conditions. So every time market conditions are easy, you can target more. But to you, if it feels like it's not easy, don't target more. Simple. Anyways, I think this is the last day, guys. Let's see if we can hit 15K. uh, my bad. Yeah, Friday 28th. I think because it's 2020. Bro, I'm looking at 2025. What the yeah, it's 2025. Sorry. 8:30 news and Trump speaks again. So nothing much to deal with. Now, what did I say about the high time frame trend? Right? Low, smacked, low, smacked, low, smacked, low. I want to see a smack. All right? SMT with these wicks. Can see price going low. So what does price want to target? So we've taken out all these draws now. We're just going low. I guess these are the draws. But I remember the sell-offs was so crazy, we just didn't expect what price wanted to do. So let's just marry the bearish bias, guys. Anyways, at first though, we want to wait for an SMT on the lower time frame that's bullish, so we can see that when the price wants to rebalance, so we don't get stopped out. So we have this wick, which is here, which has not been taken out. So now I'm expecting the price to rebalance a little bit. Oh, never mind. This market open, so it makes sense. Okay, let's wait for macro. Okay, hold up, hold up. This looks pretty good. Okay, macro starts there, and we see something like this. All right, turtle soup. So right now, what do you think? This is a higher time frame rebalance to go lower. So we're trading the higher time frame rebalance right now. Low prop Friday, no news. We're trading the higher time frame rebalance right now. So automatically my bias can be flipped to bullish after seeing this price action. So I'm gonna wait for one more form of rebalance because now we have a little like sharp up move. So let's wait for price to move. Okay, there's a BISI there. So now bullish. Just for now, I'm bullish. I'm targeting 30 points. It's a Friday and we've got no news, so I'm targeting 30 points and calling it a day. Okay, BISI respect. No, not just yet. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Nothing just yet. At this point, I can see price going higher. Hopefully, we suspect the SIBI can go higher. Okay, that's not a SIBI disrespect. That's a SIBI respect. Okay, that's a SIBI disrespect. That's a SIBI respect. Okay, we now tail sweep that low. We're not displacing lower, so I'm willing to remain bullish for now. The 5 minute looks like this. 15 minute looks like that. That looks very strong. But we do look bearish right now though, so I'm willing to consider shorts soon. So I might change my mind. One more candle will help a lot because 50 is there. One more candle will help a lot. Okay. Okay, see what I'm saying? So now we may go higher. So I think after seeing this CB disrespect on ES, I may consider longs because we have a tiny CB there as well. Okay. Rebalance, please. So right now, it's a low profile. We're dealing with this, right? Macro's opened here, but we're dealing with nothing. So, and I think 10 a.m. There's not even any news on 10 a.m. So, okay, let's just wait. At this point, we want to see internal manipulation. Oh, just price accumulates and we go higher. Okay, there we go. We're still trying to go higher, guys. There's displacement. Okay. Wait. Wait for it. Nothing yet, man. You guys, I think you guys are on the same page here. There's nothing to work with right now. It's currently 52. The 5 minute looks like that. And I can see the 5 minute flipping soon. Bullish. But I think we may come lower first. We're just accumulating right now. Yeah, nothing much to work with. We're trying to be bullish, but we're going to go down first. That's what's going to happen. Okay, there's us going down. Okay, there's Sibi there. Let's watch the Sibi. Okay. Sibi has been tapped. We formed an SMT there. Oh, damn, this looks pretty good. Quite a big stop though. It's quite a big stops. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the short is valid? I think the short might be valid. Closure? You're right. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Okay, now we tap the Civi properly now. Okay, we're in the Civi. Yeah, never mind. Let's see what price wants to do. We formed an SMT here. It's a very hard day, but I can see longs now because okay, hold up. I think we got some source. That's not thingy. CE. Yeah, I can see price going higher. Okay, now we'll let price move, right? Cibi disrespect, let's let price move. Okay, my bad. Now I'm willing to enter longs. Unfortunately, the stop loss is going to be very big, so that's why I'm going to enter one mini. And I'm going to target these highs. All candle close. Okay. Okay, hold up, hold up. We took out this high. No SMT just yet. Yeah, I can see this going higher. Let price. Oh, this is so strong. Okay, we're still chilling though, because my stop is valid. That's my point. This is a very low prob day, but my stop is valid. Did we take 30 points there? I forgot to say I'm making 30 points. Oh wow, more than 30 points. But because my stop is so big, I didn't consider it. So I'm gonna target that draw. Okay, at this point, guys. Okay. Alright, so this day was very difficult. And I'm gonna explain through why. And I'm gonna just close there, even though my RR is negative. I'll wait for one more candle. I'm gonna close here for now. But I won't be surprised if price goes higher. And then, okay, anyways. This day is very difficult, and if you're wondering why, it's because we're trying to go higher off this massive dump sell-off. And the reason why is because we're rebalancing on the high time frame by having this turtle soup. So obviously that means we're going to rebalance, and that's why I was bullish from the start. And we accumulated so much, and I wanted to wait for proper confirmation. So when I saw this, I was considering shorts. I said no, let me jump off that. And then we saw the Sibi disrespect, entered off displacement, stops below the manipulation leg. We also kind of just sweep the slow on yes as well, and then we came higher after for some manipulation. But the reason why I was so confident with buys is because of what I told you guys here. This turtle soup, very, very clean. But hourly turtle soup as well. That means we expect price to take out these guys, and you'll see price do that as well. So that's where you get draw. That's why the sauce comes so saucy. Like you understand what price wants to do. If this was the 1 minute, guys, pretend this was the 1 minute, and we want to enter PXL, you're like to yourself, okay, we've got a turtle soup. I'm expecting price to rebalance high into the Sibi. What's price done? Exactly that. Do you understand? Price is fractal. What's price doing? Then this is the 1 minute. See my point? The source I'm giving out is crazy. The source I'm actually giving out is crazy. Bro, do you guys understand? Yeah? The 15-minute towel soup, or whatever towel soup it is, you expect price to rebalance. If this was the 1 minute you want to enter shorts, you see this, you're like, okay, we're going to rebalance. And that's why people can hold for trades. And my trade still hold. So I'm going to start using this type of manipulation tactic when the high time frame is not accurate. Obviously, I closed there. But notice how, just go on the 1 hour and just watch how price moves after that towel soup. Let's see how long it takes. And now we start coming lower. But obviously, we need more candle confirmations, and that's when the next day comes along. So the point is, we had a towel soup here as well. With this wick here, we got the rebalance a little bit, but because it was so strongly bearish, we just came like that. But now the move candles happened already. We expect a heavier bearish, a heavier rebalance, and that's why I was willing to be bullish than bearish, especially after seeing this. So yeah, very, very some deep dark information here. And if anyone's watching this video, obviously not live, but on YouTube, they'll understand. So yeah, anyways, I need to try and I think the day's finished. Yeah, the day is finished, so I need to. It should go to next day. It should finish. Why is it not finishing? Anyways, that should be finished. Yeah, it should be finished. That's the last day. We ended the balance with 15K. I'm just gonna press analytics. Anyways, I'm gonna end the recording now, but this is the analytics. But a 66% win rate, one break-even trade. This is the P&L. We had 5 losers and 10 winners, and the average win was 3%, and the average loss was 1%. Anyways, that's crazy. Yeah, so let me just stop recording now, and then any questions guys can ask me.